annual Academy Awards are tonight. Very soon, film's biggest stars will be arriving on that very red carpet that you were seeing there. I'm Jeremy Parsons, joined by my People Now co-host, the lovely Andrea Belke. Hello, Andrea.
Hi.
Looking great.
Thank you. You gotta get dressed up for the Oscars, Hollywood's biggest night. Very excited.
It is. This is the time you go all out. On the ground in Los Angeles, People Deputy Editor J.D. Heyman and host of Penn's Entertainment Weekly, the show, Lola Ogunike, are live from the red carpet. How's it going out there, guys? Good to see you.
Hello.
Hi, how do you think it's going, Lola?
I think we're having an awesome time. The celebrities haven't arrived yet, but guess what? JD and I are here, and it is blazing hot. It's a bit cool weather-wise, but let me tell you something. I'm feeling good standing next to this man. Doesn't he look very dapper, JD?
Oh,
what are you wearing?
Thank you. I am wearing Theory. And who are you wearing? You look about your
I'm
vision.
wearing Halston, Rajna Khan earrings, and Louboutin shoes. They're very painful, but they're very cute. You have to trust me. It's
She's
worth the pain.
a vision out here. You know, this is, we do a lot of red carpets, you guys, and the energy here is just unbelievable. This is the big night, the Super Bowl of award season.
Yes.
You can just feel the energy coming off the red carpet, the fans, the press, and soon the celebrities.
And seeing the celebrities, yes. And we're looking forward to seeing so many A-listers. They're going to all be here. The biggest stars in the world will be here with us this afternoon, and we'll bring them all to you, we promise. I may even bring one home with me to you.
I was about to say,
Jeremy, Andrea, who do you want?
We might take a couple home.
It's so exciting. Obviously, Hollywood Boulevard transforms on this night. It's unrecognizable, really, the transformation that goes on there with the theater and everything else. We see fans there behind you. They've got to be so excited. What's the vibe in terms of the fan experience that's going on there?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's, when you hear these people start screaming, you will get a sense of it. It is incredible. I mean, when you think about what Hollywood is like, growing up, what your image of the movies is like, that's what you feel. These stars are going to start walking down the red carpet, and the people who are celebrating with the People fan experience are going to be outrageously loud and excited, and it just adds to the energy of the whole of
I think they're all going to go home hoarse because they've been screaming for the past 45 minutes nonstop. They've just quieted down now. It'll probably start again in about 5 or 10 minutes. So keep asking us questions while we can hear you, because we may not be able to hear you in the next 15 minutes.
That's true, and they're actually rehearsing being loud.
Yes.
So they're rehearsing the loudness.
At
some point, we may have to revert to sign language.
We've all been together through this award season. It comes to an end tonight with this big show. I know you've talked to everyone on the carpet in previous shows, but who are you most maybe excited, anxious, even dare I say nervous to encounter tonight in those nominees?
Who do you think, Lola?
Well, if Ryan Gosling were to come by and ask me to jump into his arms and he lifted me up in the air like I seen out of Dirty Dancing, I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind seeing that either. That could happen. Crazier things have happened. Listen, it's a really interesting night because there's so many talented people here, and honestly, what a great and interesting year for films. And there are a lot of people here who are coming into this where it could be, maybe it's going to be Casey Affleck's night, maybe it's going to be Denzel Washington's night, and it could go either way, and these performances are outstanding.
Man, I'll tell you, one thing that obviously was a huge headline, big storyline all last year was Oscars So White. The hashtag was everywhere, the whole thing. This year, a lot of diversity. I mean, really a 180 in many ways in terms of you look at all those leading actor, even the Best Picture nominees. What do you think the vibe is there with regard to how far we've come in a year?
Well, listen, I mean, you're right. This is a big contrast from years past, recent years. It's a very diverse Oscars. And of course, you got to remember, when these movies were greenlit and put into production, we didn't know Donald Trump was going to be president. We didn't know what the issues were going to be like in the country. But now we're seeing films that sort of, in each individual film, sort of speaks to what's going on in the culture in some way. And I think that's interesting. There'll be politics discussed. There'll be controversies. It is the Oscars. It's a huge platform. 1 billion people watch them. So I would say that people are going to talk about politics. I think you'll hear a lot about women, and you'll hear a lot about people of color, and you'll hear a little bit of politics, and then you'll just have the horse race of guessing who's going to win what.
And the Best Supporting Actress category has 3 African-American women in it. I mean, just seeing who's going to take home the gold in that category alone is going to be interesting, but it's also a testament to how far we have come in less than a year. So
absolutely.
Oscar not so white this year.
Not so white, and let's just say it's Viola Davis. All right, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Especially now that I'm here.
But Lola, taking us into the new year. We like that. All right, guys, we can't wait to hear more and see more from you there. Joining us here in our studio, we have People editor Catherine Cast, beauty and style expert Nakia Spradley, EW.com editor Chris Rosen, and People East Coast deputy news editor Mary Green. Thank you all for being here. You look fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers to everyone. So we're excited for that. We're also excited. We have to give a big shout out to I Love, our sponsor for this evening. Some nice looking shades. Look at that.
I know.
My goodness.
Wow. Fancy.
Whew. The lights can glisten on the outside, but when you're behind those shades, it all dims out and just looks good. You can take it all in. So we're excited to put those back. We will have those on throughout the night at some point. Editorial Director of Time Inc. Style and Entertainment Group, Jess Giggles, has been in LA all weekend preparing for the Oscars. Check out this behind-the-scenes look of what he's been up to leading up to the big event. Watch.
All right, it's Saturday. We are here at the Dolby. Oscar pre-show rehearsals are just starting. As you can see, the red carpet is starting to fill up with people getting ready, setting up all of their cameras and everything. And you can also see there is plastic above us just in case it rains tomorrow, and it looks like it will. Elsewhere in LA, there are lots of nervous nominees. Meryl Streep is terrified right now, and many, many, many nervous stylists. All right, now we're trying to find my trailer, which is just kind of behind the red carpet. So these are like the bowels of the Oscars right in here. Now, this is not it. There's Robin Roberts, Sarah Spencer, I'm not gonna bother her, Michael Strahan. We're gonna toilet paper his later. Look, here are all the contributors. Krista Smith and Nina Garcia and Jess Giggles. So this is where we live. There's gonna be a huge three-way. All right, we're backstage. We're about to do a run-through of the ABC Oscar pre-show. And I am here with Jamie Friedman, who's here every year. And for some reason this year, she's my stand-in. Why?
The resemblance is incredible.
I know, it's incredible. Here we are at the end of the day of the Oscar pre-show red carpet rehearsals. Got Robin Roberts behind me. This is going to be her stage. A second ago, she just interviewed Ryan Gosling's stand-in. So La La Land expected to win a bunch of stuff tomorrow night. 14 nominations, tied with Titanic and All About Eve for the most nominations ever. But we still don't know. Moonlight is right behind it. All right, it's a cold, cloudy day, Oscar day in Los Angeles. Here we are in West Hollywood. This is Matt Whitney, my partner, and we'll be Oscar date later. And we're going to just go get something to eat before heading down to the Dolby. I kind of want to go to IHOP, and Matt has vetoed that idea for something maybe healthier.
We're going to the fancy IHOP.
Okay. All right, about 11:30. We're headed down to the Dolby soon, just grabbing a quick bite here in West Hollywood. And this is Matt Whitney. Hey, Matt, who are you? Who are you besides my date to the Oscars and my partner in life?
I am a TV writer.
Oh, who do you write for?
I write for the show Timeless on NBC.
That's a good show.
Thank you. We like it. We have a lot of fun making it.
All right, it's about time travel.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, who are you rooting for at the Oscars today?
Rooting for a lot. I loved La La Land. I thought that was great. I loved Moonlight. Lion was one of my favorite films.
And what is your favorite performance this year?
Ooh, favorite performance. It's tough. There's a lot of good performances. I love Viola Davis, and I really hope she wins, and I think she will win, and fingers crossed that she does.
Who's the most difficult actor you ever had to work with in your career?
I'm not answering that at all. Right now, it's you.
Now, Matt Whitney, like most men, does not know how to tie a bow tie. So, listen, you take the left side, then you bring it up and over, then you tighten it, and then you form a bow tie with the back section, right? And then you take the front section, and here's the tricky part. You have to like loop it through a little hole in the back. And then once you do that, you just tighten it and form the bow tie by pulling on the opposite corners, just so.
Ooh, nice job.
And then, see, you just take it, and you want it to be a little bit imperfect, right? And in this particular kind of bow tie, you've got pointed things on both sides, and there you go.
Beautiful.
That is, it's a perfect bow tie. It's not easy to do.
Did you do your own?
It took me about 8 hours.
It took you 8 hours to do that? It's not easy, definitely.
Good Lord.
Nice to hear
Don't
from
look too
him,
close.
though, in LA. And a quick shout out to the viewers at home. We want to hear from all of you, so tell us who you're most looking forward to seeing at the Academy Awards by sending us a video. Jeremy and I even made one to hopefully inspire you.
It's something. I'm happy that Arrival is getting love in the Best Picture category, but I don't think it's going to win.
I don't think so either. I am glad to see Lion because I love Death Hotel. It was my favorite movie.
Lion all the way
of the year. I know. So
It was so
maybe.
good. But here's the thing. I also think it would be awesome to see Hidden Figures emerge. And Hidden Figures is like gotten some momentum. Could it emerge as the Best Picture? Probably not. It's going to be La La Land.
We'll see.
Let's
Let
be
us
honest.
know
I'm
who you
stressed.
think is going to win. See, this may be inspiring. I
So
don't know.
stressed out about that.
All right, you guys,
Still stressed.
go to burst.com/Oscars to record your own version. You'll see them on air throughout the stream and on the People Entertainment Weekly Network, also known as PEN. And hey, Facebook viewers, I'm manning your comments as well. We have people are just telling who they want to win. There's people. Eleanor says Casey Affleck. Shayna says Eddie Redmayne. So a lot of love on Facebook.
Yeah.
And also tweet us all your comments using the hashtag OscarsLive. So let us know your predictions and favorite looks.
Eddie Redmayne, just kind of a general love for Eddie.
Yeah.
There's some,
Everybody
there's some
loves
fun.
Eddie Redmayne.
All right, throughout the show, we're going to be showing you interviews from Entertainment Weekly's Prize Fighter series, where the stars and makers of tonight's biggest films tell us the untold stories behind their movies. And there's no better film to start us off than, of course, La La Land. We're going to be hearing a lot about La La Land tonight, the musical that's dominated the conversation all award season long, nominated for 14 Oscars. That's not just the most of the evening, that's a tie for the most of all time with Titanic and All About Eve. Here's Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, writer-director Damien Chazelle. Roll the tape, Annalise.
I think what worried me the most was just losing track of the characters when the musical numbers came in. Bridging that gap and making sure that the people singing those songs were the same people in the scenes that you saw beforehand, and that you didn't lose track of these characters and their relationships, that was the focus of the film and not the musical aspect of it. The music was the way to for them to express their feelings. You know, that was in service of the story, not vice versa.
I think at the beginning I was really trying to nail down what exactly the tone was going to be, and I couldn't fully understand what was going to be kind of anamorphic and what was going to feel a bit more grounded and realistic. And I think that Damien balanced that incredibly well, and it eased up as we started shooting. But at first I was really kind of trying to understand what was heightened and what was realistic, because he was really bridging those two worlds.
Well, I think Emma and Ryan were the perfect actors for the roles because, well, I think largely because, in a way, of the sort of worries they were expressing, the fact that they actually paid attention to things like how to bridge tones, how to make sure the characters never got lost in the numbers. It's what I was hoping for in the whole telling of the story, was that it would be a full-fledged musical, but that it would feel grounded at every moment and totally relatable and relevant. But that's what I needed, and that's what they did.
1, 2, 3. Thanks, Damien.
If they meant it. It had been a long day of press. The movie's so great, and it's good to see them kind of enjoying
And
it
they
together.
interact very well. I love
They
that.
really do. There's a lot there. All right, through People's Oscar Fan Experience Sweepstakes, hundreds of VIP subscribers are sitting front row at the red carpet. Let's check in to see how their night is going so far.
Hi, I'm People Magazine staff writer Patrick Gomez here at the 2017 Academy Awards. I'm going to be talking to some People VIPs who are here for the Oscar Fan Experience. They're getting glammed up and charging their phones because they're about to head to the red carpet and watch Hollywood's biggest stars walk at the world's biggest award show.
Hi, I'm Kayla Knopf from Portland, Oregon. And I'm Peggy McNulty from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And we are the VP winners, I guess, of the People Magazine sweepstakes, and we're really excited to be here. We got here yesterday morning, and we've been hanging out here all day. We got our hair done and curled, and we got free coffee and donuts, and I'm really excited about seeing Emma Stone. She's one of my favorite actresses, and hopefully she's wearing a beautiful dress, I'm sure. And last night we actually did her facial that she recommended in People Magazine, and we look amazing, obviously. So I'm excited to see her.
And I'm excited to see all the dresses, and we're in the second row, so you know, I'm going to do a shout out to Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he's single now.
He's single now. I'm available, Brad. Just no, I'm actually not, but I could be. I had to be.
My name's Sergeant First Class Tyrone Marshall. I'm stationed at Fort Irwin at the National Training Center. I'm very excited to be here. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm happy I got to see the red carpet and just things that you wouldn't normally get to see in my line of work. I'm looking forward to seeing what Hidden Figures does, and also Fences, and some of the other movies that I haven't had a chance to see, but I know some of the stars there. I'm hoping I see Denzel Washington and some of those actors and actresses that have put in some hard work this year, and I'm looking forward to it. The atmosphere here is just absolutely electrifying. You can feel the excitement, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the Oscars go down.
Looks like they're having so much fun. Oh
Look
my
at
goodness.
You.
Sweepstakes.
I would wear these. It's just that I don't want to mess up my hair.
No, you can't. Look.
But after this, they're going on.
That took so much time. On the other hand, I think I'm just going to keep these on all night.
You should.
Because this is something about this that I really do love. Can I read that with these on? The sweepstakes winners will also be going to an exclusive viewing party right across the street from the show. Everyone in the Oscars fan experience will be receiving a gift bag that includes these I Love sunglasses we are currently modeling here.
Yes, if you want to look like Jeremy.
Panel.
Yeah.
By round of applause.
I can see myself in
Okay.
Perfect.
Look.
It's a great thing that you are wearing them, Jeremy, because we're about to discuss the brightest stars in fashion.
Oh, I see.
The Academy
So I'll be able to
Awards
look
are
at it.
undoubtedly one of the most glamorous events in history. So not only is it the pinnacle of award season, it's also a celebration of Hollywood's biggest stars.
Only a few moments. Sorry, I couldn't see it. A few moments until the red carpet opens and we get to see what everyone is wearing. But for now, let's take a look back at some of the best Oscars looks over the years. Watch. Those looks are fantastic. And guys, it's all about the carpet tonight. JD with the one and only Wolfgang Puck, who plays an incredible role every single Oscars. Hey, JD.
Hi, how are you? I'm here with the amazing Wolfgang Puck, who's about the most famous person. I just touched you in the face there, young man. Are you all right? Oh, Oliver. Did you make all of this, Oliver?
No, what did you make? Tell him.
Chicken pot pie.
He made the
That's
chicken
what I
pot pie. He's in charge of the chicken pot pie.
I don't know if you guys can see the chicken pot pie here, but it's exquisite.
Here it is.
Look at that.
Look at it, with an Oscar on top.
Did you make that, Oliver, all by
Yeah.
yourself?
With a little help from me, too.
A little help. Oliver and his brother made the chicken pot pie. I should say, Wolfgang, you are, of course, famous for these little chocolate Oscars that you make. Can you show some of those?
Okay, we have a few here. Oliver, you have a few? Look at that. So everybody gonna get an Oscar from us. So, you know, and the Academy gives out a few, we give a few. Show them up.
When you come to the Academy Awards, you win this.
Yeah, all right.
Look at that. So everybody who's going inside here and going to the Governor's Ball is going to get your wonderful food.
Absolutely, gonna get great food and an Oscar to take home. And if you're hungry, you can eat it because it's made out of chocolate and 24-karat gold.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. Bon appetit. Thanks, Wolfgang Puck, and thanks, Oliver.
You sold me a chocolate.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, totally. No,
bring
totally
one home
sold.
for you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Please do.
Me too.
Yeah, but one for Andrea as well. And I'll tell you this: every year, Wolfgang finds new creative ways to include edible gold flecks.
I know.
In the menu, and that's just
We need that
so
right
good.
now.
I know, right? Can we just order that out? Do they have those here? Okay. We can always count on stars to bring their A game to the Oscars red carpet, and tonight we have a bit of controversy. Designer Karl Lagerfeld claimed that Meryl Streep dropped out of wearing a Chanel gown in favor of a brand that would pay her. Meryl responded that this was a lie and she was awaiting an apology. Here to the panel we turn. What do you think of this dispute? Can we start with you?
Well, I
Catherine?
think that Meryl's statement basically speaks for itself. She's been nominated 20 times for the Oscars, and she says now this just draws attention to drama stirred up about fashion. And of course, fashion is extremely important tonight. We love it. It's a huge part of it, but we also want to be focusing on, you know, the awards of the night, and Meryl is one of those people that, you know, just may take it home.
Sure, and you know what? It's the kind of thing, as you said, Meryl Streep has done this many times before.
Mhm.
It's interesting to hear something like that come out. I mean, what do you make of it, Mary?
I think that she was genuinely offended because Meryl Streep doesn't comment on that many things.
No, right.
She obviously gave a big speech at the Golden Globes, but she's been asked many times for comments on other issues, and has never spoken a word of it. So you can feel how offended she was by that.
And so what do you guys think? By the end of the night, is this still a headline or is it long gone and forgotten?
I just think that you shouldn't come for Meryl. Like, just
leave her alone.
She's just, you
What
know,
do you think?
20 noms in.
Yeah, I think that this will be over when she walks the red carpet. That'll be the end of the controversy. I feel like her statement kind of spoke for itself. She does not suffer fools, and just kind of mic dropped, and that's it. Like, what is Karl Lagerfeld going to say after this? What could he possibly say in response to that statement? I mean, like, just go home? I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a short-lived controversy.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. Like 5 minutes from now, when the carpet's going and people are talking
She
about
will
everything.
definitely be one of the most anticipated arrivals.
For sure,
Yeah,
especially now.
Yeah.
I think she already was, but really now. Whatever Meryl does end up wearing tonight, it is sure to be a showstopper, along with the gorgeous gowns. We also get some statement-making shockers. It's time now for our roundup of the most outrageous Oscars looks of all time. Starting with Barbra Streisand's sequined get-up, looking back at this, guys, the funny girl told in style she didn't realize the chic pajamas were so see-through, not quite so see-through, she didn't know. You couldn't tell in the dressing room, I guess. This 1969 look is even risque today, I believe we could say. What do you guys think? Pushing limits or what? What do we make of it? Or were you more taken by the cuffs?
I'm really taken by a lot of that. I had never looked so closely at that look before until now, and I mean, it's, I appreciate somebody taking a risk at the Oscars.
We'll break down more of that fashion in just a second, but Lola is heating things up on the red carpet in LA. Hi, Lola.
Hi, I'm here with two divine men. Jerry O'Connell.
Hello.
Look at him. And the big boss, Jess Giggles, in the house. What are you dropping over there, Jerry?
We just saw Jerry walking down the, Jerry has chocolate Oscars from Wolfgang Puck.
Yeah.
Is it edible? Oh.
How does it taste?
Good.
Good.
It's good.
The Wolfgang Puck thing. Of course it's good.
Sort of sacrilegious that I bit the head off immediately, but...
Jerry, what happens if you don't kneel down?
Right now? This is how tall.
He was trying to be nice. I know, it's sad.
So, guys, who are you most excited to see here this evening? Tell me. Jerry, you go first.
I would love to see Miss Davis win tonight, and I would also love to see Hidden Figures win. I'm a fan of both of those, and that's about it.
I love how formal he is, Miss Davis. Mr. Cagle, who would you like to see this evening?
I think that Viola Davis is going to win, and I'm really looking forward to her speech. I'm excited about all of the, the songwriters from La La Land. I mean, they're fantastic. They're up against John Legend and Justin Timberlake and Lin-Manuel Miranda, so that's a fantastic category. But I'm hoping that those guys win. I mean, they've done such incredible work with La La Land and Dear Evan Hansen. So I'm excited to see those newcomers get all the exciting stuff tonight.
Manuel going for the EGOT.
Oh, I know. But that is a tight competition tonight.
He actually has a Pulitzer, so it'll be a PGOT.
Wow, I've never. Is that a first? A PGOT?
It is a first.
I have a
Or it might be a French.
I won a raffle once. Just one R.
You won a raffle once. It actually could be Peugeot if it's French.
Yeah, it could be. Sure. Jerry, what are you doing here on the red carpet?
I'm working with Live with Kelly.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
We have a sick booth right over there. It's like good. It's good positioning, however you call it in your biz, and it's really fun. It's my first time doing it. I mean, they called up, and I said, sure. Well, why not? They gave me credentials. I couldn't believe it.
And you've been to the Oscars before?
No.
Sorry, Lola, I'm just taking over.
I'm just gonna hang out here while you guys talk. I mean,
crazy.
It's funny. It's Jerry's first time at the Oscars.
No way.
Let me go back.
Oh,
You're an Oscar virgin? Hey, Jerry. Wait, are you an Oscar virgin for real?
I'm sorry?
Are you an Oscar virgin for real?
Yes. Yeah. You crazy?
What are you feeling like right now?
I don't think I passed the background checks earlier to be allowed in here. It's really look. This is the biggest night here in Los Angeles, and normally I'm usually riding past complaining about the traffic, but this time around I'm part of the traffic, so it's just an honor to be here.
Our little Jerry's all grown up, no longer Mr. Stand By Me. Okay, stand by me, Mr. Jess Cagle. Now talk to me about who you think is going to take home Movie of the Year. It's going to be a tight race.
It is a tight race. I think it looks like La La Land because of all the predictive awards like the Producers Guild and stuff like that. But I think Moonlight has a chance. I think Hidden Figures is really gaining momentum, so it's still a tight race. But you know what? I'm good with all of those. I love all of those movies. And what a difference from last year with the Oscars So White stuff to have Hidden Figures and Fences and Moonlight nominated. 3 incredible documentaries also nominated about the Black experience. So nobody's going to be complaining about that this year, although of course there's still work to be done. But what you might hear people complain about is Oscars so male, particularly in the directing category. Again, no female directors. I think gender inequality in Hollywood is a really hot topic right now. So you may hear something about that.
And not since Catherine Bigelow has a woman won for Best Director, right?
Right.
So let's switch gears and talk about what you're wearing before I let you go out there and have a great time in La La Land. Who are you wearing? You look very dapper.
Although no one cares what I'm wearing, it is Ralph Lauren, which I'm very grateful for, because I get my stuff from Ralph Lauren.
Oh, Blaine, saying something.
All right, they're telling me that I've got to let you go and play. Yes, but find me at the after party.
Oh,
so good to see you.
good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Have a wonderful
Bye, Lola.
evening.
Have
Happy
fun.
Oscars! Yay!
So much fun there, and of course we know that Jess was talking something about Viola Davis. The Jess Giggles interview with Viola Davis is available right now on the PEN Network. You need to check that out.
And some love for Jess on Facebook, definitely. Pamela says, Jess is so great. Love his diva deep dives.
Oh, nice. Love it.
Let's get back to our outrageous Oscars looks. So another legendary diva made a lasting impression in 1986. The wonderful Cher is known for her boundary-pushing outfits and did not disappoint with this showgirl-inspired look. So her headpiece was 2 feet high and made out of over 800 rooster feathers.
Wow.
So is this a way to make a splash as a serious actress at the Oscars? What do you guys think? She did win an Oscar 2 years later. What do you think of that look?
Nikki, yeah.
I mean, it honestly looks like the original version of that Beyonce Grammy.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
That's really funny. I hadn't noticed that before. I don't know if that comparison has been made, but yeah.
Totally looks
it was like
the
Beyonce
original,
was giving
so-
her like homage to Cher at the Oscars.
The OG, so yeah.
But it's almost like what you expect from Cher, right? It's like she's bold, she's always making statements. That's not surprising, is it?
Exactly. You don't want to see Cher just walk the carpet in a traditional black gown. That would be really dull.
Yeah.
And she rocks it with her body as well.
Oh my God, yes.
Catherine, shocking doesn't always equal good move, though, obviously.
No, but I think it depends. It depends who you are and how confident you are. Like the feeling that you have in the look, it'll show through.
All right, continuing on down memory lane here. Unfortunately, Whoopi Goldberg landed on some worst dress lists. It was her 1993 paisley pantsuit, bold colors on her lime green and purple overcoat. Seemed to scream, I'm bright here, hello. Certainly nobody missed her on the red carpet that evening. I definitely think there's a lot going on there, but out to you guys. What's your reaction? And did her fashion sense sort of, ghost her then?
Oh, two puns.
That's my final pun. I'm going to edit from now. What do you think?
It's a little bit much.
It was a little bit much? Okay.
It looks like a costume, which I think that's where the line is drawn between a risk and a costume, and I think that went on the other side of the line.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to another leading lady. Gwyneth Paltrow turned up at the 2002 Oscars in a look that was a little more gothic than glam, and it was the very sheer Alexander McQueen top that had people talking. So Gwyneth, typically flawless on the red carpet. Are you surprised with this decision? What do you guys think?
It just feels so casual. I mean, for the Oscars, it's almost like a bad prom dress.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, this is from a time before, like, stylists, like, having a stylist was a thing that everybody had. So I almost feel like, at least you can say that she chose that herself.
Okay.
She wanted it.
Yeah.
And also, we look at sheer stuff all the time. And if you look at that now compared to what some models wear walking down the street, that looks positively demure.
Maybe it was ahead of its time. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
That was a really good positive spin on that.
Very positive.
It's time for the swan song to our fashion segment. This dress.
That's a pun.
That's a pun again. Who can forget when Icelandic songstress Bjork showed up to the Oscars literally channeling a swan? Back in 2001, she even went as far as dropping golden eggs that evening. She did do it. I don't find this particularly Oscar-esque, but how about you guys? Does it fit or not? No, let's get to it. What do you think?
To me,
to you first.
I would say it doesn't really ruffle feathers. I would say,
Nice.
I would say as bad as that is, and obviously that's like become like an all-time Oscar punchline. We're still talking about it 17 years later.
Okay.
Good for Bjork. I mean, that's super. She's still relevant because of that dress. Love
Well,
it.
let's talk about Ruth Negga from Loving here on the red carpet, looking amazing. So one of the early nominees that we're seeing make their way down the carpet here, all red, the red on red, always an interesting choice. I think when we see the red carpet, because they have to still stand out and whatever. I think she's killing it here.
Yeah,
what
Catherine,
do you guys?
what do you think of
Oh my
red on
gosh.
red?
I was just going to check my Instagram to see if I could see if her stylist has ID'd that dress because it's unbelievable. And I just love also that she's showing up early with a show-stopping dress. You know, like I feel like sometimes the nominees take their time because they're like trying to create a moment, but Ruth just made her moment. She just made it.
Yeah, that's certainly
I
something.
love that.
And I think throughout the award season, SAG Awards, I remember she had a really bold look. Globes, she had a pretty bold look as well, I believe. So she's kind of made statements throughout as red carpet season has rolled on. All right, so here we go. The green. Okay, so the green and red. I'm just going to say this. Sometimes, perhaps, is there a risk in green on red? Is it channeling Christmas? Am I stretching? Is it a stretch?
No, I don't think so.
My God, wow.
Well, after Nicole wore that green dress with the Paris, I mean, that kind of inspired my dress. So I love green.
Is it Mia?
Yeah.
No.
No, it isn't.
No.
Looks fantastic. Well, okay, generally speaking, pantsuits, go.
Oh.
I think you have to be really, really confident to do that.
Yeah.
A certain type.
I think almost not at the Oscars. I don't know. But again,
if you're gonna do a pantsuit, you need to do something risky like no shirt inside.
All right. So from a style perspective, based on what we've seen previously this award season, what do you anticipate? Are there anticipations for the kinds of looks we're going to see tonight? I mean, based on what we've already seen, obviously the Oscars is sort of the big moment. How do people make impacts early on, but then still have the big moment at the Oscars?
I think that's a tricky question. I do think that it's exciting to see the nominees, that it's their first Oscars, because they're sort of crafting their style, they're crafting their look, and somebody like Ruth Negga, who has just completely defined herself as Hollywood glamour. I think that that's like setting a great tone, but I don't know. I think it could go either way. It's very unexpected.
Sure.
Do you think there's a color that's going to stick out? Sometimes there's usually a color of the night. Does anyone have a guess for that?
Or a dream and a hope?
Red, okay.
Is that red since we started with red?
We were just talking about the green dress, and Janine says no, a green opposite color wheel. She does not like the green, so she disagrees.
Jeremy get along.
Janine, thank you for validating what I tried to tell this group to nothing but boobs. So I'm just going to say, now, interesting, let's talk about the guys' fashion for a second. We saw Jerry O'Connell there a little bit ago in kind of a maroon look or an oxblood. Ooh, can I go full fashion?
Yeah.
Excuse me, everyone. I have a few up my sleeve here.
So more than that?
That's it. That and cupcake dresses, my two things. So oxblood, and what we've seen also throughout award season with the guys is kind of doing like the navy blue on the tux. Do you like to see the guys change it up, or should we just stick with the traditional thing for the Oscars?
Oh, I love it. I love it when the guys do it up.
Me too. I think navy is like
Navy's the go-to,
upgrade,
yeah. We also saw, I remember last year, and maybe even some this year, we saw like the black on black, kind of like the black shirt, black tie, the sort of monotone thing.
Seems like guys are trying to mix it up a little more and take bigger risks, which I really appreciate. It shouldn't all be on the ladies.
Like the tie clip here, our man in studio got it going.
Yeah,
rocking the
it's very
706.
practical, and it just looks nice. For my tie.
Absolutely love it. Well, guys, of course, we're still early in the night. We'll see who kind of trickles in here early as the carpet goes on, and we'll keep you updated with all of that. We'll move on to this. Jess Cagle got the chance to ask a whole slew of tonight's nominees what their dream red carpet looks would be. Take a look at what the actresses had to say. Watch.
When you're seeing a great show, you want to be in a onesie, in a comfortable chair with some popcorn.
If it were socially acceptable, I would wear bling to the Oscars.
A protest t-shirt.
I would wear my robe and my Uggs slippers to the Oscars.
I don't know. I guess I don't have something that I want to wear that's not technically socially acceptable.
I do remember being at the Cannes Film Festival and Lars von Trier wanting me to put a dog collar on him and lead him out on a leash. So if it was socially acceptable, that would be kind of funny to do that to Lars von Trier.
I'm happy to wear beautiful dress, beautiful gowns.
Sweatpants and t-shirts with no underwear. Yeah.
If it were socially acceptable, I would wear my PJs, my pajamas, my Jimmy Jams, jammies, Jim Jims. Good, go on.
I would wear a onesie to the Oscars. Then you're nice and warm and comfortable, and that is how I'd like to, watch the Oscars. or any award show for that matter. Onesies are the way forward.
I know.
Love Naomi Harris, looking good. And the carpet continues to roll. Andrea, some of the best commentary, of course, is on social media.
Yes.
What are you hearing and seeing on Facebook?
Yes, so a lot of Oscar talk all over the interwebs. So Jessica Biel just posted this Instagram, well not just, but a couple hours ago, saying sweating for the red carpet starts early because the need for after-party pizza is real. Look at her working out.
Love it.
And then we have...
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah, I know.
I can't tell the boomer.
He posted warm up, #Oscars. Look at his moves. I'm liking it a lot. And then the Academy posted this, says this is going to look a lot different in a few hours. Well, as we see, it's already looking a lot different. And last but not least, Haley Steinfeld on Instagram posted, tonight I'm taking over. The story is a journey through the second Oscars experience 6 years later. That's okay. That's a nice little throwback there. She's like a little princess.
It looks beautiful.
I know, definitely.
Looks really nice.
So you guys grab your phone, head to burst.com/Oscars to record a video with your thoughts. You can also share what's on your mind by using the #OscarsLive all night. Let's check back in now with the burst sent in by our Oscars fan experience winners. Watch.
All right, hello people. My name is Susan Leahy and I am so excited to be here. This is an amazing event behind the Oscars here. We're at the bleachers, gonna go see all the stars come in. Just got my hair did. My sister's from New Jersey and she's here with me. I'm from LA, she's from New Jersey, and we're having a little bit of a glamorous time. So thank you for all of this. We're loving it. I'm gonna go take some pictures with a boa. So we'll see you later. Bye.
Hi, my name is Heidi Wolfart and I'm from Pleasant Valley, New York.
Hi, my name is Gina Spagnoli and I'm from LaGrange, New York.
And we are having an amazing time here. People Magazine has done such a great job. They keep us active the whole time.
It's been a blast. We got our hair done. We're online to get our tarot cards read.
They have a charging station so we can take pictures all day long, and we're meeting amazing people.
Really nice people from all over.
We're at the Oscars and we're so excited!
Wow, they're having such a good time,
The tarot cards part. That sounds like a great time.
It does. They're getting their hair, getting the tarot,
Same
little
thing.
future reading, the whole thing. Wow, guys. So the carpet continues to unfold and stars are coming down. Writer, reporter Maria Yagato went on a month-long journey to get red carpet ready. For the first 3 weeks, Maria went gluten and dairy-free, body sugared, got a microneedle facial. I didn't even know about the body sugar. Got microneedle facial, eyelash extensions, a beauty IV drip, and a colon hydrotherapy treatment, among other things.
Video.
What? Yeah, there's no video of that. I don't think we're going to spare everyone. Take a look at how she finished her month of preparation. Watch this.
Beautiful, red carpet ready. Perfect. That looks just like me.
This week I am going on a juice cleanse, getting a spray tan, and having a glam day to get ready for the red carpet. It's been an exhausting month, and that's from the heart. Hi, I'm here with Sophie Evans, who is a skin finishing expert at St. Tropez, and she's here to get me red carpet ready.
So we're going to get you glowing, Maria, from head to toe. We could get you even more voluptuous if you really want
I'm
to.
so ready for that. And you said you can put abs on me as well, right?
We can do abs, we can make your cleavage look bigger, we can make your butt look like it's more
great.
lifted.
Look at the difference now.
Oh my God.
Wow. Look at your abs, they look great.
I just finished my first spray tan ever, and I'm really proud of my abs that I now have. It looks like I do crunches, which is exciting. And it's pretty dark, also because she did a little bit of contouring here. This is exactly what my sad winter needed. The hardest thing I had to do was the juice cleanse that I am currently on now. So usually before the red carpet, celebs will go on a juice cleanse for 3 days or even a week. I just chose 3 days because I don't want to die, and I already feel like I'm dying. I'm starving, I can't stop thinking about chicken nuggets. I'm in a bad place. I am here today at the West House Hotel in New York City, about to get fully red carpet ready, hair, makeup, wardrobe, everything. After I get all ready today, I'm headed to the Sports Illustrated swimsuit party red carpet, and I'm hoping for people to confuse me with the models.
Hi! Oh
Wardrobe is so important on the red carpet. So I was lucky enough to have a stylist, Sarah Ball, who chose out a few really fancy designer dresses, which she showed me. I had given her pictures of celebrities who I love on the red carpet, and then she found dresses.
For the red carpet, all of the celebrities go for the 3 S's, skin, slits, and sparkle.
Amazing.
So we have that all here.
One look I really loved recently was Kristen Bell at the Golden Globes with that super
oh my gosh,
low cut.
Take the risk.
Take
and
the
we'll
risk,
try-
'cause it's
don't
all
worry.
about risk.
It is, and we have double-sided sticky tape. I think this look is really great. This is from Anna Maria. I love this Halston gown. I mean, it's beautiful. I love the neckline. We have a little sparkle. Naomi Harris actually wore it in red. And lastly, we have red.
I really loved the red Roberto Cavalli. I never thought of myself as someone who could wear red, but I think I know which dress I want to choose. I am here with my Nomi glam crew to get hair and makeup done.
I'm giving you a smoky eye, and we're gonna keep the rest of it pretty neutral.
We're going for waves. Waves are never out of style on the carpet, and will definitely give you a statement.
Celebrities will often order room service as they're getting ready. So today I got some chicken fingers and french fries to break the fast. Oh my God. They're very cold, but they're very good. So trying to remain calm, we are running very much behind schedule, but that's very A-list of us. The Jeopardy music is playing in my head. I love it.
So
I'm
beautiful.
so into it.
I love this. I love that we chose the Halston. It's perfect.
It's perfect for the red carpet.
Okay, cool. So we want to pick some shoes.
Yes.
So we're gonna go with the Tamara
Okay.
Melon.
Oh my God, these earrings. What actually fits? So I think I'll feel confident next to a bunch of models on the red carpet, and maybe I'll even get confused for one. So after a full day of getting glam, hair, makeup, dress, more boob contouring, everything, we headed to an actual red carpet, and I went to the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition party. I will say that moment when I saw myself in the dress with the hair and makeup, it was just the best feeling. I'm very cold right now, but this is not as uncomfortable as my colonic, so I'm thrilled. I feel great.
Thank you.
So I was on the red carpet with actual models, including Chrissy Teigen, Ashley Graham. At the end of these 4 weeks, I feel incredibly powerful and strong, and I can really do anything, is how I feel.
I mean, she looked amazing, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to see the rest of Maria's journey, go to people.com or Penn to see her transformation from the beginning. Is it crazy how much celebrities do for red carpets? Were you guys surprised at all the things that Maria had to do watching that?
I'm not surprised at all.
It took her a month.
It took her a month. I think that the celebs probably take a little bit longer. They probably do it over a few months. A month is a little aggressive, but it's all necessary. Beauty, pain is beauty.
Do you think all the celebrities do that much?
Probably.
Like maybe won't admit it, but they are.
I think almost all the actresses do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, literally the spotlight's on, right? And everything is critiqued at length. By the way, I think I was at that Sports Illustrated event. I think I saw her, and I think I just thought she was a model. It worked. I didn't know until right now that wasn't just a model.
Maria
It
is
totally
watching.
worked. Yeah, I know, right? Well, guys, can we dive into tonight's nominees? That is, after all, why we're really here. After years of backlash, of course, for the Oscars, lack of diversity. We talked about this a little bit earlier. This year is a little different. 1 director and 7 actors of color were nominated. Do you guys think we're going to see increasing amounts of diversity at the Oscars in the years to come? What do you think?
I hope so, but I don't know that this year necessarily is an indicator of that when you consider that at this point last year, all these movies were in production. So it just so happened also that there were a lot of terrific films. So hopefully this year does show, though, that Hollywood should continue to make diverse films.
And what's interesting about it is, you know, as you mentioned, a lot of these were already in production, but we're being introduced to more and more diverse actors and actresses that perhaps haven't had the spotlight quite like they're getting now. Chris, do you think that this bodes well for future? What's your take?
Yeah, I mean, this year we saw Ruth Negga earlier. I mean, like, a lot of new stars are created in this year during award season. I think Mahershala Ali, Ruth Negga, Barry Jenkins, director of Moonlight. I feel like, you know, if anything, these people, but based off of this year, will get more and more work, hopefully, in the future, and that will bode well for diversity in Hollywood. I think, you know, also a movie like Hidden Figures, which made so much money at the box office, is like a big indicator of, hey, people want these stories, there is an audience for these stories, and Hollywood loves money, so they will continue to make these movies if they're going to make money, and that's a great sign.
I was just going to say, I think the big key was Hidden Figures making so much money at the box office, because Hollywood will be happy to greenlight
anything that makes money.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? The lifespan of Hidden Figures has been interesting because it's really grown in momentum through award season, and it's a kind of almost a sleeper. At first, it sort of came out quietly, and then has gotten more and more recognition as award season has gone. So that helps.
Well, while the Academy is making strides to represent more diverse films, Essence celebrated Black women in Hollywood at the 10th anniversary of their annual event. Watch this.
I think when you have a room full of black women, it's something very pure, something you feel love in the air.
It's the only event that you come to where there's so much camaraderie.
This is the Oscars for, you know, our sisters.
I feel like it's important because it's representing our community.
It's a celebration of sisterhood.
You are just uplifted. Your spirit is lifted.
It's one of the few environments where you feel like it's not about being seen, it's about seeing other people and recognize them and being like, I love what you do.
And just seeing us all come together and celebrate one another. I think we long for that.
I'm just happy to be in the room. Amongst other women like this, it's just so encouraging and motivating.
Essence has been just a proponent of black women for so long. The fact that they've been doing this for 10 years is incredible.
Such a cool event. So great to hear from all those people. Robin Roberts making her way down.
Looking
nice and gold.
Great.
Yeah. Robin always, I feel like she's always very striking when she's on the carpet. She does it well. No doubt about that.
Flowers
Gold
on the
is a really
straps,
good
I like
color.
that a lot.
Yeah. You like the
Yeah, the gold is a really good color. I would love to, if that's the trend for the carpet, I would love to see that.
Gold.
She looks like an Oscar, yeah.
Also, amazing posture. Like, I feel like my mom's probably watching right now and telling me. Like, I mean, that's what you need to wear a dress like that. You got to stand up straight.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, awesome.
Golds, metallics have been big. Oh, I don't know what we have coming here.
Oh.
We'll find out more about that. Let's dive in as we continue to watch this unfold on the carpet. We'll dive into the biggest award of the night. Obviously, Best Picture. And Robin Roberts, to glance back, not so sure either. So Best Picture. The predictions, obviously, La La Land seems like the front runner, won every single award it was nominated for at the Golden Globes. Is it a shoe-in here? Is Moonlight a possibility? What do we think? Start with you.
I'll start first. I'm going to say La La Land is definitely going to win. I would think there's no doubt in my mind. It has 14 nominations, most ever, tied with Titanic and All About Eve. I think it's won all the precursor awards that it's needed to win. So to me, it's definitely going to win. I would say if we're going to do a dark horse contender for an upset, despite Moonlight having 8 nominations, I actually would go with Hidden Figures. And we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
I think if award season was another month, which I don't think any of us could actually stand, but if it was another month, you could have made the case that Hidden Figures maybe would have caught up and toppled La La Land just because it's so beloved and it made so much money and it's like a really strong film, and it won at SAG Awards. It won the best ensemble, so that is a big cast that people like, but I still think La La Land's going to win.
Kind of fun to see. Yeah, go ahead.
I agree with Chris. Actually, I could see Barry Jenkins, I could see Moonlight and La La Land splitting the big awards, where Barry Jenkins takes home Best Director and La La Land takes home Best Picture.
Wait, Mary, I feel like you've changed your tune on that.
Has there been a flip-flop here in the ranks?
Flip-flop. I think you're flip-flopping.
Well, I think Damien Chazelle deserves that. La La Land was my favorite movie of the year, and I thought it was just an incredible feat all the way around. but Barry Jenkins' masterful directing to get the performances out of the cast that he did.
In Moonlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and interesting that La La Land won the Globe for musical comedy. Moonlight won drama. So tonight they kind of get this opportunity to face off in light. That would lend to your theory, right? That there would be some split. One gets director, one gets best picture.
Absolutely.
Seems like best picture goes La La Land. Okay, fine.
So no chance of Lion sneaking in. I'm sorry, Lion was my favorite of the
No,
year.
it was so good. It truly was so
But I
amazing.
don't hear it on your list, so whatever. I'm done with you guys. But Lion is nominated for 6 awards tonight, including Best Picture, and we have a behind-the-scenes look at one of its stars getting ready. So let's see how Priyanka Bose is preparing for the red carpet. Watch.
It's Oscar Sunday. It's my first ever Oscar and I am so looking forward to it. I'm here supporting Red Carpet Green Dress and I'll be wearing Vivienne Westwood as well as Swarovski. This is just, I think, a very sparkle and shine moment. I'm really looking forward to it.
Ooh, little snapshot
She's
there of what
really
it takes.
great. Really great in the movie.
Getting into the acting categories, guys, supporting actress is the only one where every nominee comes from one of the Best Picture nominations. That's proof of how really strong this category is. Viola Davis has been on a winning streak, taking home both the Golden Globe and the SAG Award for Best Supporting Actress. Do you think she's going to go for 3 here, knock it over the fences? What do we think? Okay, fences. There it is.
Wow. Well done.
Goodness. Look, Viola's a front runner. There's no doubt about it. It's kind of just hands down, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, okay, wow.
Oh, what?
I would love it. I absolutely would love to see Viola win, but I do have to say, maybe this is just my own personal preference, but Naomi Harris in Moonlight was incredible.
She really was incredible and totally transformed in that role.
Completely
She kind of, I know it's a cliche thing to say, she disappeared into it. She did.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and she was in that, it's almost simultaneously, she was in that other movie with Will Smith. Wow. Collateral Beauty. That says a lot for the movie that I can't remember. I actually like that movie a lot, even though it was like a holiday, like feel good, or feel bad, but then feel good. Anyway, the point
Really
is,
tough category. It's
two
a really
different
tough.
roles where she owned it and really stuck out in Moonlight for sure.
Yeah.
If Viola doesn't win, though, I think it would rank as one of the top 3 biggest upsets in the history of the Oscars. I mean, she's a very heavy favorite.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible there could be an upset in this category?
And who would it be?
If I were to guess, and I know that she's on Gold Derby, she's class, but I could see maybe Octavia Spencer because the Academy loves her. She already has an Oscar.
She has one, right? Yeah.
Or maybe Michelle Williams for
Okay.
that one knockout scene in Manchester.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to Best Supporting Actor. It's one of the races that could be a bit up in the air. The Golden Globe winner in this category, Nocturnal Animals' Aaron Taylor Johnson, wasn't even nominated, but Mahershala Ali did take home the SAG Award for Moonlight. So do you think that he's going to win here?
I would love to see him win.
so.
I hope so.
It's kind of like it depends on where you look for the biggest predictor, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
and what you favor more and who you think has more weight. Chris, what do
I
you-
actually am going to predict that your favorite Dev Patel wins from Lion.
I would faint from happiness.
Mahershala Ali, everyone is, I mean, he's obviously been a very heavy favorite in theory because, like, you know, he's won a lot of critics awards, but the only award he won, which is a big predictor, is SAG. But, you know, it's been very split. Like you said, like Golden Globes, Aaron Taylor Johnson won. At the BAFTA Awards, Dev Patel won. I think Lion people really liked. It had 6 nominations, and I think the only place it could possibly win one of those 6 is here.
Yeah.
And if they want to give it an award because people really like that movie, they would give it to Dev Patel, who is quite good at that movie, even if he's kind of playing the lead, and he's incredibly handsome. So I think that goes a long way too.
Yeah.
Not that Mahershala isn't, but I just think that.
And one thing that I loved, we said this, that I love so much about Lion and this scope of, especially the heavy movies, is it had so much great resolution, unlike some of the other top contenders that took us through an emotional journey and then just left us out to dry. Like Manchester and Moonlight, I felt like I wanted more resolution from both those movies. Lion gave it to me.
I know.
All right,
I think it's going to be Mahershala Ali, though.
He just had a baby.
I love him too.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, exactly.
It's such an incredible year for him and what he's been through. And I remember, like, you think about it wasn't that long ago that he just sort of emerged with House of Cards and that
like a
incredible
sleeper.
role. Yeah, and now he's having this really
he's
big
a career actor. Like, he's been doing this for a bit of time.
Sure.
So,
Yeah. All right. Now, not only are Naomi Harris and Mahershala both nominated for their roles in Moonlight, but the film has 8 nominations overall, tying a rival for the second most of the night. We got the chance, guys, to interview Moonlight's cast and crew. Let's roll that tape.
You know, there's a lot of scenes in this film that I felt like I had to definitely get right, but the scene that I remember the most was the scene in the second story when the kids basically, you know, when the sexuality that's bubbling beneath the surface rises to the surface for the first time between the character Kevin and Chiron. And we got there on the day, and I just remember having in the back of my head, you know, it just has to be natural. It just has to be natural. And these beautiful things happen in the shooting of the scene. You know, the two characters are sitting on the sand, and you know, there's nothing in the script about the sand playing a role in the scene. But if you've seen it, you know that the sand becomes like this almost like transformative sort of element, you know, of this moment the characters are sharing.
One of the things this movie traffics in or sort of explores is masculinity and what that is specifically in the African American community. And I felt like, you know, my character is one who at a young age acted out this idea of what he thought masculinity was. But when we meet him, when I'm playing him, he's come to a slightly different place, a more vulnerable place. So it was important to me to enter into all of those scenes with as much heart and listening as closely as I could and just sort of capture that part of him.
When I read the Moonlight script, I was moved. Usually whenever I take on any project, I have to be moved. And I cried 2 times because I really empathized with the character, the lead character in particular, Chiron. He reminded me of a little cousin, my nephew. He reminded me of my future son. And when I read the role to read as Teresa, I saw myself in her.
To be honest, what helped me to get into the character super quickly was all of the research that I'd done beforehand, because I knew that I was only going to have this very limited time of 3 days on set. You know, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I've certainly never done any alcohol, and I'm playing a crack addict, so.
There's things that helped create the character and a sense of where we were, the environment, and all that. The wardrobe choices, the colors, like all that is specific and very conscious. I had some fronts, so I have a grill, so gold and kind of like diamond studded. So I have to get that made before.
Yes, absolutely. The grill. We had the big grill in it. That was something that really helped me kind of drop in. And there was something that I also added that I guess Barry might not even know. I had my barber kind of, I guess, cut a scar on the back of my head that kind of reminded me of something that happened, you know, in a past life that kind of helped me drop into the character as well. For me, this was the first time that I felt like I fell in love with the art of acting, because it's such a truthful experience. It's such a truthful story. This is so many people's story.
Love that movie.
I know.
We were
I'd love
just
to hear from all of them.
Yeah, we were just talking about how those actors were able to pull off what was really a difficult task. To really see Michael Strahan there. There he goes. Look at the man, looking good.
Yes.
Looks like that might be like a velvet jacket. Anyway, we'll get to it in a second.
Yeah,
But
it's purple. It looks kind of purple from here.
like purpley, yeah, velvet jacket or something. I love that those actors were able to toe that very tough line of and Lin-Manuel Miranda nominated for Moana. That song. If he won, he would be one step closer to the EGOT, or as we heard earlier, the PGOT, because he's a Pulitzer Prize winner, right?
Also, I heard someone call it the McPegot because he also won a MacArthur grant.
Oh, okay. The McPegot. He's so good. He's adding like layers to this EGOT thing that we didn't even know about.
Awards in the world. He will have one.
All right.
All right, we're actually gonna check in with Lola in LA. What's up, Lola?
Hi guys, it's a little crazy, it's a little hectic here, but guess who's back? My friend Lucas Hedges. We go all the way back to the SAG Awards. Now I rubbed your head for good luck last time. Can I do it again?
Please. I'm gonna rub it for good luck too.
Even better. So you're only 20 years old, and you're the youngest person nominated in your category. How does that feel for you to be the newbie on the block, and you're at the Oscars?
I mean, I think it fills me with a lot of hope and at the same time a lot of doubt. It's sort of like, this is amazing, but like, what it makes me think like, where does one go from here? It's sort of a tough next move. So fortunately I'm doing a play right now, and I get to just go home and finish that and get back to work. But this is all awesome. Yeah.
When you look at the crowd behind you, what are you thinking? They're loud, the red carpet's crazy. I mean, can you take it all in?
I actually think I'm getting pretty good at it. I mean, I don't know if I'm taking it all in, but I can tell you that I'm really enjoying myself, which maybe is a sign that I'm just taking it all in. But the craziest thing is seeing all of the other actors, and that's what gets me so excited is to see like how beautiful everyone looks. Like Ruth Negga is like stunning in this gorgeous red dress.
Are you going to hit on her tonight?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I have enough confidence to do that. I'd probably just get really nervous and say something stupid, but yeah.
Now, is it true that that you juggle and you play squash. That's what I read.
Yes.
So if this didn't work out for you, because clearly it's working, would you have been a juggler, a squash player? What would have happened?
If this didn't work out for me, there was a time in my life when I would have really wanted to be a squash player, but I don't know if that time it really exists anymore. Although the one thing I can compare this to is when I came back from this whole event, is when I came back from behind and won this massive tournament when I was like 12 years old. It was the best day of my life. And something about today feels kind of like that. It feels like similarly triumphant. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see how big you become. This is only the beginning. Have a great, great Oscars. Happy Oscars!
Thank you. Have a good one, guys. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
He's so sweet.
Really great. Also,
Lucas Hedges, everybody. Lucas Hedges.
Thank you so much. He's one of those actors that really is benefiting from this award season. Nobody had a clue who he was before. Not only do we know now, but we also know that the kid can hold his own up against someone like Casey Affleck, who's a really talented actor.
Absolutely. This has been a huge breakout year for him. He was so engaging in Manchester by the Sea. So.
And as you mentioned, Chris looks a whole heck of a lot like Jesse Eisenberg.
He really does. He's uncanny to me. I mean, he can play Jesse in the Batman vs. Superman American Crime Story miniseries that Ryan Murphy will do next year.
I think we have Viggo Mortensen there, right, guys? Yeah. And he is nominated with... Captain Fantastic, which has made kind of a splash here. Mary, what did you think of Captain Fantastic? And to me, that was something that kind of came out of nowhere.
Absolutely. I don't think most of us really paid much attention to it when it was first released. It's one of those movies that grew through word of mouth, and Viggo's amazing performance.
He does such a good job with all of the kids. I said this before, but like I feel like those kids and that family exist somewhere right now because it was so believable, just out in the woods right now. But he did such a good job with everybody.
I hope they're safe out there.
It never bodes well.
Wait, what do we have here? We have some stuffed animals, some pandas making their way. Okay. You never know what's going to happen.
It's like you always find out later what the story was.
What the symbolism is. Yeah.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, JD Heyman on the red carpet with someone else. Hey, JD.
Hi, how are you? We are here with Auli'i Cravalho from Moana. How are you?
Me. I'm great, and you did a wonderful job on my...
I practiced that for a long time, Auli'i. So what is it like to be part of the whole experience of Moana? I mean, this has been huge for you.
Yes, it has been absolutely incredible. I am so honored to be here tonight to be performing with Lin-Manuel Miranda. I mean, I am absolutely living the dream. I got to put on a gold sparkly dress and have my hair and makeup done and my nails. I mean, it's...
Tell me a little bit about that dress.
I am wearing Reuben Singer. My stylist worked with Reuben Singer on this dress. I'm wearing Maxior for my jewels, and then Jimmy Choo for my Hecka high heels that you can't see right now, as well as my clutch.
Well, you are towering in your high heels. I can see that. She must be about 7 feet tall now, right? About that.
We'll round way up, yeah.
How important do you think it is to represent the Hawaiian culture in a mass product like Moana? I mean, this is a movie that really tried to get certain aspects of Hawaiian culture right.
Absolutely. Moana is inspired by all of Polynesia, the entire Polynesian culture, and I'm very honored to be a part of it. It's about time everyone knew just how amazing we were.
Wonderful. And is there any movie tonight that you are particularly rooting for in terms of the Oscars, other performances?
Moana.
Moana.
I might be a little biased, but
might be a little biased.
Forgive me.
Besides Moana?
La La Land.
La La Land. All right.
Or Hidden Figures. Oh, I love them. Oh, there's so many. I'm in the hot seat. Oh, I can't decide.
Well, I'll give you a little time to think about it and have a great Oscars. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
I will tell you this, Moana is basically on loop at my house right now. My girls just discovered it, and so I am maybe more happy to see her than anyone tonight.
She looks very great. I mean, she's really embracing the whole red carpet thing. I interviewed her right before Moana came out or whatever, and she was the sweetest ever. So it's kind of nice to see her grow up now with Moana.
Brand new on the scene and a voice like none other. That girl just blew that movie away. It was incredible.
She also got to have Lin-Manuel Miranda write songs for her.
Doesn't hurt.
I was gonna say.
Does not
it was
hurt.
like, for Moana too, I mean, it was her first audition ever, so it was kind of crazy. So when I talked to her, she was very just in awe of everything that was going on, like being in a movie with The Rock and everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, and Dwayne Johnson is involved tonight in presenting as well, I believe, at the Oscars. So I saw him Snapchatting and Instagramming some of his rehearsals earlier there yesterday. That guy's hilarious. I love everything he does, and he's amazing.
And he can sing.
And he can sing.
He's the sexiest man alive.
People sexy. What can he not do? Including, super sexy. Can we talk about the Best Actor category, guys? This is another one that is obviously not so easy to predict, maybe, for some. Ryan Gosling won the Globe for musical or comedy. Casey Affleck won the Globe for drama. Tonight, they kind of face off. It's kind of nice to that, but we don't want to discount Denzel Washington, of course, as well. What an incredible category. Out of the gate, Chris, what say you?
I mean, I really think Denzel Washington's going to win. I mean, Casey Affleck's had it all year long for Manchester. He's great in Manchester, but I think that SAG Award win for Denzel really was kind of like a predictor of things to come, and he is going to win for Fences. It would be his third Oscar, which would tie him with Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep and a bunch of other really incredible performers as the second most ever behind Katharine Hepburn. I just think it's like a historic moment for Denzel, and while Casey Affleck is really great, and he's won a lot of things, I think, you know, maybe people just like Denzel better.
You are so confident about that.
I really am. I don't believe it, but when Casey wins, you know, you'll forget.
I'll remember this moment, and I'll tweet you about it. Yeah, it's Haley Steinfeld making her way on the carpet with a really beautiful dress there. When it comes to Denzel, I like what you said there, though. There's this element of sort of a sentimental quality about him as well with the voters. Do you think that helps him ride pretty strong here? And
I do. I just think people love Denzel Washington. Like, he's worked with so many people in Hollywood. I'm sure he's worked with like dozens and dozens and dozens of Academy members. I just think, you know, Casey Affleck has always been considered maybe an outsider, and, you know, I don't think necessarily that will help him in the Oscars.
Sure.
I don't know, though. I feel like maybe Casey Affleck, though, still. I think it's going to be a top.
That's her heart.
I mean,
and I agree.
I don't know, that's just what I'm thinking. But speaking of Casey Affleck, not only is Casey Affleck up for Best Actor, but Manchester by the Sea is the film with the most acting nominations tonight with 3. So take a look at this prizefighter video with interviews from Casey, Michelle Williams, Lucas Hedges, and more. Watch.
I had read the script and I just loved it, and I thought, well, this is the kind of thing where if nobody sees it, it won't matter. It's worth doing.
I'd wanted to work with Kenny for something like 10 years. He wrote somebody that I believed in, and then it was my job to sort of fill it in.
I don't know what it is about seeing Kenny and Casey, but like I just saw them and I genuinely just wanted to cry seeing them. I feel so deeply connected to these two guys.
It's not hard to unlock anything in this film. It's so personal from Kenny. I didn't know Kenny. And then after I saw it, I had to walk straight up and go, wow, thank you so much.
What scared me most about making this was that there's some elements in the story that I felt maybe I had no business making a movie about.
I didn't ever think that I wouldn't do it because it was too hard of a part, but I was aware that what it would require.
I just remember saying to myself at some point, like, why can't you make a movie about something serious and big?
The moment that I was most worried about was my makeout scene with Anna Baryshnikov. Kenny was like, you want to go rehearse it and make out with a girl in front of a bunch of grown men? Like, it's just awkward.
I've never worked with an actor who was that talented and that green at the same time, and who just brought this great freshness to it. But I don't know, I learned so much, it's a little hard to pinpoint one thing.
You know, we have a scene towards the end, Casey and I, that there is more to do and there's more to say, and it's carrying a lot of emotional weight, but, you know, every day before I go to work, my heart is like this.
One thing that Kenny and I talked about, the metaphor that we used, it was like a dam breaking and it keeps cracking, but if you just let it crack, all the water's gonna come out, and then it's no fun, there's no tension left. And so the character has to just hold it all in all the time, and so when there's a crack, you just cover it, and then cover it again, and cover it, and all of the scenes are little cracks.
Casey, I'd never worked with him. I'd never worked with any of these people, but they're all, you know, it's a great cast, it was a great script, and it was taken care of with tender loving, so that's what you get when you see it.
Definitely great cast, great script. Totally agree with that. I don't think you can argue that at all.
Yeah, man, the carpet is really kicking now. As people are sort of flooding it, walking down there, and of course we'll continue to check in as the nominees arrive.
Oh yeah, Haley's hair is looking
double
great.
bun.
Yeah, what did you guys think of that dress that she was wearing? It was kind of a light, almost a white. We were saying, we sort of jokingly predicted beforehand we think we're going to see a lot of white. I don't know why we thought that, but like that the palette was maybe going to go in that direction. So far, we're right.
It's like an optimistic color, and I think that, you know, in the political climate, some people are, you know, trying to be optimistic and, you know,
some statements.
Sure.
A little princessy, like fairy tale-y.
Yeah.
It's kind of a throwback to the picture that she posted earlier from 6 years ago.
Yeah.
She looks so grown up now, which is crazy though.
Okay, when it comes to Best Actress, this is a good one. La La Land's Emma Stone is the only performance in the category that comes from a Best Picture nominee, like Viola Davis, who's up for Supporting Actress. Emma is the only other nominee this year who's taken home the Golden Globe and the SAG Award for her role. Is she the biggest lock of the night?
Oh,
Go ahead.
I
What do you
think
think?
Viola Davis is the biggest lock of the night.
Okay, right.
But
in the other category.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, I think that Emma's pretty much a lock. Of course, ironically, it could be Natalie Portman just because now that she can't attend the Oscars.
Right, Natalie
Watch
Portman
her.
is not going to be at the. She
Right.
announced she's not going to be at the Oscars. She's very pregnant, and those
Yes.
are all the things involved there.
So it would be incredibly ironic.
Last time she was pregnant, she did attend the Oscars, and she did
Exactly.
win an Oscar. So we'll see. Maybe she'll come through. She was stunning. By the way, as we continue, obviously we always look at the fashion. She was stunning over the past few award shows that she attended. So you know what? She deserves the night off. She's made her mark. Her work speaks for itself. She's an incredible actress. Stay at home and enjoy watching.
All right, we have to talk about what's going on online, on the interwebs. You guys like that word?
I love that word. Thank you for doing that.
So the Academy posted this picture, Jimmy Kimmel. It says, some signs that you were in the Dolby Theater or on the red carpet. Who is excited for Jimmy Kimmel tonight?
No, I think it's going to be great.
Yes, and then this follows up with Ellen on Instagram, wishing him good luck, saying good luck to my friend Jimmy Kimmel. He'll be the belle of the ball, well, the belle of the #Oscars. And then we have John Legend saying photo from Friday's Oscars rehearsal, #La La Land. Ooh, he's obviously great on that too. And then last but not least, Glenn Powell says, on my way to the Oscars, how did this happen? He's feeling it, that it's pretty surreal for him, which is really cool.
I just, the John Legend thing kind of caught me. I love John Legend.
Yeah.
It's like he just, kills it, does like Grammy stuff, he does movie stuff, he does anything he wants to do.
definitely.
Just like dance
Everything.
Well, let's check in with the Oscars fan experience. They are living it up on the red carpet. Watch this.
Hi, my name is Trung,
Hi, my name is Erica.
and we're from West LA, and we're really excited just to be here. And I guess we're excited to see like a lot of the celebrities, right? I wanted Moonlight to win. It's an awesome movie and really great cinematography. So.
Hi, I'm Suzette. I'm from LA, and gosh, I'm so excited to be here and to see Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone win in La La Land.
Hi, I'm Tanya Edmondson. I'm from West LA. I'm excited to see everybody, I guess. Very excited to be here.
I'm Mia. I'm from LA, and I'm excited to see the love of my life, Ryan Gosling.
Hello, my name's Ashley. My name's Abigail Stanberry, and we're from North Carolina. We're having a great time at the People Magazine red carpet. We see Mario Lopez, and the red carpet's not officially open yet, but we're still so excited to see the stars. I want to see Dev Patel. I want to see The Rock. But we're having a great time. The sun's tried to come out, but it's not raining. That's all we can ask for, really. Having a blast. Thank you so much.
Great seat.
They're having a lot of fun. I know. We're like,
And have already seen Mario Lopez and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. They're hoping to
it
see.
seems like
So
things
there
are
you
going
go.
pretty well. I know. But here's what you guys are saying on Facebook. Keep those comments coming. Patricia says hello from Barbados.
Hello.
Okay, hi. Austin is rooting for Denzel Washington. Jane Orr says good luck, Dev Patel. All right, Jane, we're same page here. Carrie says love Ellen. We just talked about Ellen doing that shout out. And then Sky Patterson, he's a big fan. He always tunes into these red carpet shows. So thank you, Sky Patterson. He says Moana and Zootopia for the big win with an emoji with sunglasses.
And I think Scott Patterson also suggested Naomi Harris as Storm in an upcoming new X-Men movie, and I gotta say, that is a fantastic idea.
Sky Patterson has
On
great
point.
thoughts. So thank you, Sky.
Sky, if you'd like to be on,
You might as well just be on this panel at this point.
be on staff and submit ideas or whatever, just let us know.
Actually, seriously.
It's so good. The director, of course, guys, with all these movies, steers the ship when it comes to the movie, so it's only appropriate that all the Best Director nominees have their films nominated for Best Picture. Do you think the Academy is, which, by the way, that's not always been the case. There are exceptions to that, but is the Academy going to hand the award for Best Director to the movie they also choose for Best Picture? You've already kind of weighed in on this a little bit, but Chris Rosen, what do you think?
I think Damien Chazelle's going to win for La La Land. I'm sorry, Mary. You're wrong.
Just think it's done and done.
It's one. I think I could see them wanting to spread the wealth between La La Land and Moonlight, but I think Damien Chazelle has won like a lot of precursor awards. He won the Directors Guild. I think people are going to really, respond to that film. It was very technically challenging, and like with the opening number itself, I just think that alone probably would have won him Best Director. So I feel like he's going to win. And while Barry Jenkins should not go home empty-handed, I think he might win Best Adapted Screenplay. He wrote that Moonlight as well. So I think we'll get them all up there on stage, but
Sure.
I think Damien Chazelle wins.
Yeah, things
Best
like
Director.
adapted screenplay, cinematography, all those other categories give opportunities for these really great films to get a little love because we all know it's going to La La Land.
Yeah.
All right. 3 of the 5 nominated directors also wrote their films and are nominated for the screenplays. For original screenplay, we've got Damien Chazelle, Kenneth Lonergan for La La Land, Manchester by the Sea up against scripts for Hell or High Water, The Lobster, and 20th Century Women, which, by the way, really great movie that we haven't been talking about that a lot. But 20th Century Women, kind of another one that snuck up in some ways, but I think that was really a strong contender this year.
Absolutely. Annette Bening, actually, I would say late in the fall, was seen as an Oscar frontrunner. So she very easily could have been nominated.
So who do we think is going to win when it comes to the screenplays? Based on everything I just said.
Well, I would say Barry Jenkins for Moonlight. I think that's an adapted screenplay, and I think it would win for original screenplay. I would say I'm going to go Damien Chazelle again, even though Kenneth Lonergan should maybe win for Manchester by the Sea, which is a beautiful film. I think most Oscar voters would be like, I love La La Land, it's my favorite movie. The script was great because it's my favorite movie, and pick Damien Chazelle.
I thought one of the interesting things about Manchester by the Sea is that that every word, it played so naturally. But pretty much every word of that was written, and it wasn't sort of this ad-lib movie where an actor just like feels it and goes. And for what they were able to do and the emotion and the genuine feeling of that emotion, I think that's really impressive writing. And anyway, that's where I fall on that. Did you guys care? Clearly you did. Not one comment in agreement. Let's move on. The award for Best Original Song, it's always a fun one. Yeah, Mary Green's like, absolutely not. You just keep on talking, pal, and I don't agree. So Best Original Song, this is always a fun one, even more so in a year when La La Land dominating the conversation. Tonight, though, lots of big stars. Justin Timberlake, Sting, Lin-Manuel Miranda, they're all performing nominated songs. John Legend, we mentioned before, performing 2 from La La Land. Excited for that. Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone sung the songs in the film. They're kind of off the hook tonight for the live performances, which I'm sure they're happy to just send out. Which performances are you guys most looking forward to in the live show? Let's take it to that end of the couch.
I mean, I do have to say, I literally sing How Far I'll Go, like, from the minute I wake up all throughout my day. So that would be, I'm really excited to see Moana.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a break real quick. Lola in LA on the red carpet. Hey, Lola.
Hi, I'm here with Gael Garcia Banal. Thank you so much for being here. You're presenting this evening. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling maybe a little bit nervous, but everything under control, I think.
Why are you nervous? You've walked dozens of red carpets and you've presented awards, you've received awards. Why are you nervous?
You always get nervous, I think. I mean, it's always part of the rush of the enjoyment of all this. So I think I'll be scared if I don't get nervous. If I ever get really comfortable with this, then I'm in trouble.
What do you think? What goes through your mind when you're walking down the red carpet?
Oh, well, here I'm looking at all the people that worked with or friends that I've met throughout the years. Or not only that, people from the news, that I've been, meeting since I've been 20 years old or something. And it's always nice to see each other like, hey, it's like a good point of encounter, even though it's very short, it's very quick, but it's nice.
Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful time at the Oscars.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Ciao. Bye-bye.
Back to you, Jeremy.
Gael Garcia Bernal, fantastic. Lola,
Andrea, he was easy on the eyes. That was very easy on the eyes.
Not bad to look at. Yeah, are you getting all warm now, Lola?
Yes, it's a tough job, but somebody had to do it, and I'm glad that somebody was me.
Lola, let's talk. Yeah, JD's making his way in there. But Lola, let's talk about what you're seeing now. Obviously, the crowd is there. I feel like the excitement is much more than it was about an hour ago at this time we were talking to you. What are you feeling?
It's very electric. It's heating up. A number of stars are here. I think if you can see Ruth Nega's over my shoulder over there, she looks fabulous in red. And then there are some people over here to my left. I'm not quite sure what they're wearing. It's very elaborate. There are feathers involved. There are headdresses involved. Oh. There's a lot going on. So yeah, a lot of sequins, a lot of sparkles, a lot of smiles, a lot of energy. So I'm very happy to be here.
No, that's really good.
If you can't tell.
I can tell.
And there's Gael
I
Garcia
can totally tell. We have seen many of the nominees. Obviously, guys, that carpet is a really long carpet. They shut down a big portion of Hollywood Boulevard right there in front of the theater. And what we've seen are some of the nominees coming in. They're getting the fashion cam, the pictures and everything. Then they'll make their way on down the carpet talking to what really are like hundreds of media outlets from from all around the world.
Ooh, there's
this
Sunny.
kid, Sunny Paywar, played young Saru in Lion. One of the, and let's just give him the award for most adorable breakout of the year.
Yes.
Hands down. Oh, look at him.
His time is a little better than yours, too.
You better watch it.
He's such an incredible actor for being so young. It was so shocking, for sure.
All right,
He
yeah.
definitely gets the Jacob Tremblay Award for
He does.
Best Newcomer.
This year's Jacob Tremblay for
Look
sure.
how sweet he is with his little smile.
Isn't it great that-
This is my favorite pose.
It's kind of interesting that he was able to star alongside Dev Patel. Dev Patel's career also had this sort of big moment at the Oscars that when he
With
first
Slumdog.
was Slumdog Millionaire. And so almost as though Dev Patel's passing the baton there in some ways to here's another just breakout, all of a sudden a star. So very exciting stuff. So as we were saying, we see some of the stars come along the carpet. We see the beauty shots. They start talking to these media outlets. I think it's like, I don't know, a few hundred or whatever from all around the world. Very exciting stuff for them. And then they'll make their way down to JD and Lola, and that's when we get to hear from them. So we're excited to hear from the source there as well. Guys, we were talking about screenplay. The battle was on. Let's pick up with you, Catherine, and what you feel for, what are you looking forward to in terms of the song, the song of the year, and the performances tonight that you're maybe excited about?
I just can't wait to see John Legend's rendition of these La La Land songs, because when I saw the movie, I was I saw it pretty late in the game after we knew that John Legend was going to be performing them. So although I loved Ryan and Emma singing them, I kept thinking in my head, I was like, just imagine John's going to be doing this.
He's just going to kill it.
But I also love John performing because it means that Chrissy Teigen will be in attendance, and she's actually been to 4 Oscars in a row, which is kind of crazy to imagine.
Right.
But yes, and I can't wait to see what she's wearing.
And the best thing about Chrissy Teigen too is her drunk, hopefully, her drunk cheating in videos after the award show.
About Chrissy Teigen is going to be her drunk
in terms of the entertainment that she gives us, there's no doubt about it. And she's proud of it. She's proud of it, and we're proud of it too. JD Heyman on the carpet. Hey, JD.
Do we have Ruth?
Hey, how are you, Jeremy? I'm with the lovely Ruth Nega, who is wearing this beautiful red dress, and these earrings are amazing.
I know.
And like all through your hair too. What are all these jewels?
These are for Gemfields. I renew Earth for Gemfields, and they're sustainable and ethical, so I wear them. And I'm wearing a custom-made Valentino gown.
Well, it's amazing and it's beautiful. I want to talk a little bit about your choice and accessory of an ACLU ribbon. Tell us a little about what motivated
It's the
that.
American Civil Liberties Union, and my, basic love of human rights, civil liberties, civil rights, and that's what they champion. And they're a big part of our film, In our film features 2 American Civil Liberties Union lawyers who changed the Constitution of the United States of America for the better, and I'm all for that.
Now, we should say that you are Irish, and you came into this movie, which is a deep part of our own civil rights history. Did you have any familiarity with this story, with the civil rights?
Yes, I did. I have an interest in American history, all history, and I find American history fascinating. And I happened upon Mildred's obituary, and it was very slim, and it mentioned that she invalidated these terrible miscegenation laws, anti-miscegenation laws, and I couldn't believe. I tried to search for more about her, and I couldn't find it, and I couldn't believe it. And then Nancy Bursky made a documentary for HBO called The Loving Story. And she found, I don't know if this is apocryphal or not, but she found footage of this couple in a wardrobe somewhere, and it was meant to be made into a documentary that never was. And they're beautiful, and they're gorgeous, and they're good, and all they want to do is be together and raise a family. And the law stopped them, and small-mindedness stopped them. And the ACLU is about pulling that apart, small-mindedness, putting it to bed. And that's our film. Just a little.
Now, when the movie was made, you didn't necessarily know what would happen politically in the United States, obviously. So do you feel that this is a particularly timely film given what's going on in this country? And how do you feel as someone coming from Europe to work here? How do you feel about the States?
I think any time in history would have thirsted for this film. I think we're always needing a light at the end of the tunnel, and for it not to be the oncoming train, for it to be the idea that we can all aspire to greater things, and it's inspiring a lot of hopefulness in people, and I'm really glad of that.
Well, it's an inspiring performance, and we really appreciate you coming by. Thanks, Ruth.
Really.
Good luck
Cheers.
tonight. Ruth is amazing, and that was beautiful.
It certainly was. Thank you, JD. It's really interesting to hear. You can tell when an actor or an actress is truly passionate about the work they're doing. They realize it's landing on in an important sort of social issue and everything else. We saw that from her. We definitely, you could sense that, couldn't you, Mary?
Absolutely. This role felt very personal to her. Like you said, she's a student of American history. And of course, the film is about the story of the Lovings, with the interracial couple from the South who filed a lawsuit in order to allow interracial marriage be legal in the United States.
Yeah, really fascinating story. Obviously, she's passionate about it, doing good work. You show up to the Oscars, you're also making not only a statement about that kind of thing, you're making a statement when it comes to fashion. You were loving her headpiece.
Loving her, the piece in her hair, very beautiful. Catherine, what did you think of this?
Yeah.
How much is too much when it comes to that?
I love a good jeweled headpiece. If somebody just presented me with one, I too would be wearing it, but I'm not. Ruth loves rubies, and she is rocking these by Gemfields. They are sustainable, and they're rubies from Mozambique. And she loves to, again, make a statement by wearing ethically sourced jewels on the red carpet, which I think is really interesting, and they're amazing.
Yeah, and she's able to pull off that, headpiece as well as statement earrings.
Yeah,
as well.
and she has a big ring on too, which I can't wait to get a closer look at.
Seeing some of the cast of Moonlight here arriving.
Very dapper.
Very dapper. Yeah.
Oh, it's all three of us.
Yeah, the three actors who played the main character.
Chris Rosen, Moonlight, certainly a big moment for these three.
Yeah, they're just adorable. I love the youngest kid is Alex Hibbert. He was at the Spirit Awards yesterday, and they won a bunch of awards there. Moonlight swept the Spirit Awards, and he had to say, like, he loved his mom from the stage. It's really sweet. But all three of these actors are just incredible in that film. I think, to Barry Jenkins' credit, like Mary was saying before, it has the Boyhood effect, but it's three different actors, and it's seamless across the three different sections of the film, and that's just to Barry Jenkins' credit, because they're not the same person. Like in Boyhood, it's the same kid, same mannerisms and stuff like that. With Moonlight, it's all different, but he just had to really kind of piece that together, Barry Jenkins, and it's just incredible.
Exactly, to string that together, I just thought was an incredible feat in directing. So are you changing your mind?
No, you're still wrong. But
can we interject?
Andrew Garfield here, looking hot as ever.
Andrea losing her breath and her words as she says the sentence.
Because as soon as I was saying, I'm like, he's a great actor. Should I really be? The first thing I say is he looks hot.
You can fawn over him.
We're looking at the red carpet. I think it's appropriate.
Well, I think it is. Look, the guy looks great, and honestly, a really fantastic performance in Hacksaw Ridge that's getting a lot of acknowledgement. The movie overall isn't something we're talking about as a front runner, but for many reasons, the Mel Gibson factor and many other things in terms of the storyline and everything else, it's got so much juice there to talk about. And great for Andrew Garfield, because this was a role that could have been, I feel like a different actor could have played it in a way that would have almost been cheesy or something, but I think he was able to really get the essence of that character, and an incredible story, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, in a way, he almost gave an understated performance, which is really odd to say about a military film, but
you're totally right. Yeah.
He brought the strength and the grace of that character. That's what made it, I think, so powerful.
I thought he was fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Chris, when you think of Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, then you turn around and Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge. Would you have guessed that he could have handled a movie like this?
Oh, I would say yes. I mean, like, he's great in that. He was really great in Silence, another movie they had this year. I mean, I think Spider-Man maybe was actually, a little constrictive for his talents, perhaps, because, like, he actually is a very, not refined, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but he's a very, strong actor. He was great in The Social Network. I loved him in that. I just think, it shows his versatility.
Grit.
He's able to do
Gravitas.
Well,
Maybe
I
those
once
words.
took a spin class next to Andrew.
Uh-oh.
He asked what my name was, and I asked what his name was.
Andrew, you can still call. Leslie Mann and Judd Apatow. Let me tell you something. Of all, I am so impressed with Leslie Mann.
You said this like every
what?
time.
What have I? Go ahead. What have I said?
No, you just love Leslie Mann.
I
That's
do love her.
fine. I mean, it's great.
Judd Apatow is so talented. She's so funny.
It's very Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's giving me a little bit of Alicia Vikander vibes from last year. In a different, in a more ball gown way.
She is such a talented actress. She's very funny and killing it with the fashion here. JD in LA live with another interview. Hey, JD.
Hi, we're here with Shorey Agdashlu. How are you, Shorey?
You did such a great job.
I'm from LA. I'm familiar with these names.
Thank you so much. I'm fine. I'm having a blast here.
Let me ask you a quick question. One of the things that's interesting about what you've been able to do as an actor is you've represented all kinds of women from the Middle East, from Iran, from your home country, but throughout the Middle East. Do you think perceptions are changing, or we're in a place, especially politically, where people are more open to more diverse portrayals of people from that part of the world?
Absolutely. The show right now I'm in this show called The Expanse. In terms of diversity, it's the most diversified show I've ever seen. And I'm watching other shows as well. Tonight, looking at the red carpet with all the beautiful shades of brown, black, and white, it looks gorgeous. It looks like a tapestry from the mid-century. So it's getting better and better. To be honest with you, we were used to this. We lived this. We were breathing it. It was our reflection on the silver screen that wasn't enough. That it was for the producers to sort of reflect this. Now they're doing it.
Well, it's really exciting to see. You have a movie that you are particularly rooting for tonight?
Yes. I have a couple of them. I was going to go say La La Land.
Well, that's great.
La La Land, Manchester by the Sea. I love those.
Thank you, Shorey. I really appreciate it.
Moonlight.
Oh, well, a lot of good movies. Thank you so much.
Movies.
Take care. Have a good time tonight. So there you have it, folks.
And Shorey Agdashlu, I don't know how you didn't just melt right there at the sound of her voice. So amazing. I did an interview with her once at her home near LA, and I will just tell you that there was a point where I think sort of shamelessly said, "Can you just keep talking to me?" Nicest lady ever. Such a talented actress who has made some really poignant films as well as had some really fun roles as well.
The hair. Look at that cleavage.
Yeah, the hair is
And the
awesome.
beautiful necklace.
Oh, that cleavage is.
Is that a diamond choker or is it a necklace? You tell me.
I mean, Jeremy, what kind of a question?
It's a legitimate. That is a legitimate question. I don't know the difference between a choker and a necklace when it's that close to the neck.
We're just doing the deep dives here. On
That's
the
right,
choker
Catherine.
versus necklace debacle.
Yeah, first reactions to this look for you ladies.
I mean, this is like bombshell.
It is
like,
completely. I can't get past that cleavage action, but aside from that, the hair is
amazing
right
also.
now.
She looks really beautiful.
Yeah.
She just looks like a movie star.
I mean, imagine the fit of that dress is so perfect. I'm just imagining like the boning in the corseting of that. I don't know who made it yet, but it kind of looks like a Vivienne Westwood to me just because of the shape, but I could be wrong.
And it's purple velvet, or like navy velvet.
I just say I wish that she would have received more attention overall for Hidden Figures.
Absolutely. I agree. I would have voted. If I were a member of the Academy, I would have nominated her. I thought she was terrific.
Yeah.
As
It was
Catherine
her
Johnson.
movie. I mean, this was her movie. I feel like that's an oversight.
It totally was.
The character is so different. Catherine Johnson is so different than Cookie, and it's very different from who Taraji herself is.
Yeah.
Taraji, of course, is really energetic, very fun person, and Catherine Johnson in that role is kind of a nebbishy. I mean, she's has a world-class mind and works for NASA.
But
I think that's a really good point. Is when you're watching that, you completely forget about Cookie Lyon when you're watching it.
Absolutely,
because it's a completely different character, and it really speaks to how great of an actress she is.
John Legend and Chrissy Teigen have arrived. We will watch them all the way down the carpet. Back to Hidden Figures for a second, though. I will say this: in interviewing them for the movie, Octavia, Janelle Monáe, and Octavia Spencer, and then Taraji P, you really get the sense that she, even though she didn't get acknowledged, is truly happy for Octavia, truly happy for her castmates.
Yeah.
I don't think this is someone who's sitting back, kind of whatever. I mean, she's on quite a wave, and that wave's going to continue.
Absolutely, and also, I mean, look, there's always politics involved as well. You know, there's a reason you see people out campaigning during award season. Taraji wasn't able to do that. She was back in Chicago shooting Empire, so a lot of people didn't get to see her personally the way you do other people.
Yeah, okay, we can't ignore what we're watching on the screen right now. These lovebirds.
The one sheer sleeve.
She has one sheer sleeve that's kind of got a cape over it.
Chrissy Teigen always wants to make a statement.
She's just like, what am I doing?
Oh, but she loves it.
They're also kind of happy. They just want them to actually kiss.
Glasses of champagne.
I just spoke with Chrissy Teigen at the Sports Illustrated swimsuit event, and she, she's doing all this, not only posing with Sports Illustrated, but doing this awards run and everything, sort of post-baby, and she's very proud of that and has been able to kind of embrace all of that and enjoy it. And I just wonder where baby Luna is right now is my point. Is baby Luna going to the Oscars somehow?
Like, everyone's talking about all the nominees they want to meet. I just want to meet baby Luna. Like, she's, like, that's it.
She's probably playing piano somewhere, as we know. She's already playing piano.
Yeah.
They look great. All right, you guys, let's move on to this. Let's talk quickly about the other awards for feature-length films. We've got documentary feature, best foreign language film, and animated feature film. So are there any favorites that are sticking out to you guys in terms of these categories?
So for me, for documentary, certainly OJ Made in America feels like everyone's gonna win. I think a lot of people, everyone's probably watched it. They got to watch it on TV, but it's actually a movie because it premiered at Sundance and had a theatrical run. It seems like it's really gonna win. That was just, I think, the most movie of the whole year, probably. It's 8 hours long and like just a total home run.
2016, the year of like OJ fever again, between the People vs. OJ and then this one.
I actually think People vs. OJ helps it out too, because the Oscar voter might sit there and be like, I love the People vs. OJ.
So then vote for this one.
And then be like, oh, it's not the same thing. It doesn't matter.
It's all in there. Andrea, Belky, what are people saying online?
Yes, people are buzzing on the interwebs. Sorry, I can't help it.
People are abuzz on that
One of
interweb.
our favorites, Priyanka Chopra, posted this before she went to the red carpet, and she said, Oscars prep, twinning, and of course they're wearing their face masks there, looking very seriously out into, I don't know, wherever they are
So
in
the
LA.
picture of the Four Seasons looking out over the balcony.
Yeah, it's great. We have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, he posted, okay, ready for this. He says, big Oscar rehearsals today, our biggest night of the year. We've got an amazing show lined up for the world. Time to celebrate the good stuff and how great movies make us feel. I get goosebumps every time I walk out on the stage. I'm forever a kid who just loves movies and super grateful to have a movie nominated 2 times. I'm gonna smell good tomorrow night.
And let's just drop let's name drop that Andrea Belky and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson frequently exchange tweets.
Oh yeah.
And so fine, no big deal.
I think maybe we're best friends. No, but I did interview him and he was wonderful. Okay,
You guys are best
Lin-Manuel Miranda tweeted, and my mom is watching Gilmore Girls on her phone on the way to the Oscars, which is kind of amazing.
Wait,
and
let's see
then, those are people responding with different,
Different
gifts saying iconic, and is she team Dean, Jess, or Logan? That's a really good question there. And then the Academy just Instagrammed this, saying thank you, Bill Paxton, for all you have given us.
Yeah, such a sad news learning of Bill Paxton's passing. Guys, Mary, let's just start with you. When you heard that, and when you think of Bill Paxton, he's still actively involved in a lot of stuff. This is really kind of a shock.
Oh, it was a huge shock. At first, when I saw it, I didn't quite believe it until we got it confirmed. And I, of course, first thought of Twister. I forgot what year it came out, but opposite Helen Hunt. I mean, he was just so exciting in that.
Great movie star, also a great filmmaker himself. Chris Rosen, what sticks out to you when you think of Bill Paxton and his contributions?
I mean, he was really a quintessential everyman. I feel like he always played just a a guy you could kind of relate to, and even when he played bad guys, you kind of also maybe related to him in those roles too. I think of his collaborations with James Cameron really stand out to me. I think in Aliens he played the guy who says game over, man. And he was always the cowardly guy who ends up kind of saving them. He was in Titanic. True Lies, he's great. He plays a real dirtbag in that movie, but it's really fun, and I just think it's a big loss that people maybe will not realize immediately, but as the year, you just seen him in so many things. And he was on CBS in Training Day. I mean, he was working actively
current
so
role there.
He's going to be playing Emma Watson's dad in The Circle, which comes out in the spring.
I can't wait for that movie.
So it's he's a very permanent part of Hollywood, and it's a big loss.
Yeah,
and I think the latest reporting was that he died due to complications during a surgery of some sort. So more details, of course, will come out around that. So very sad there, and we'll see what happens tonight. Of course, it's all Oscars fever. We'll see if they acknowledge him in the in memoriam and at other times throughout, if other stars will acknowledge him. Lola actually has an interview with one of those stars right now. Hey, Lola.
Hi, I'm here with the amazing Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, you brought some friends with you tonight. You've got a whole entourage. Who are these little guys?
That's my baby girl, baby boy panda. I'm the ambassador of the panda. I'm trying to promote them. I own real 2 panda in China.
Really?
Yes, they call JJCC.
JJCC. What are these pandas' names?
The name of the panda called Lazy.
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 Now, you're receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award tonight. How does that feel? What's going through your mind? I mean, you have achieved a lot in a lifetime.
That was exciting 2 months ago. Today, I just enjoy it. I just unbelievable as an action star can get an Oscar. And after 56 years in film industry, finally they recognize what I'm doing. I've broken so many bones, hurting myself so a lot, and finally got a Life Achievement Award. I still think I'm too young to get the award.
Too young.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the fans around the world to support.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Mwah, mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Jackie Chan.
All right, guys, we were seeing just a second there. Okay. Good job, Lola. Thank you so much. I wondered what was going on with those pandas when we saw them a little earlier.
And now we know. All right, you guys, we have one more tweet I want to show you from Jimmy Kimmel saying hashtag Oscars. He's getting a fist bump there from his daughter, which is very, very adorable. How excited are you for him to be hosting? What are your predictions on his hosting tonight?
I think he's going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
He's very funny, very quick. I do expect him to be somewhat political.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious. It's sort of made for him to do mean tweets in some way or another. I just would assume that might make an appearance.
I feel like that could. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think to echo what Mary said, he is so quick, and I think that really helps for an Oscars host because you kind of have to roll with the punches, especially during the show. Even though he's probably planned out a bunch of jokes, you never know where it's going to zig and zag. So I feel like he's very quick, and having watched his show since the election, he is extremely political, and he's going to hammer Trump. I feel like.
Well, by the way, I feel like he's got the right sensibility to almost bridge the gap between an audience that maybe doesn't want to hear politics, but then also to do politics.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sort of hit it over the head, call it out, and then still do it in a way that's funny, and we'll probably win the room, and then you know we'll see how he plays that.
Either way, he'll be funny, I think.
Did you see the? He had a super cute tweet over the weekend and like prep for the. I think it was this weekend. He was making pancakes with his daughter, and he made like a little
cute.
Dory, like a Finding Dory pancake for his daughter.
That's good inspiration for you and your kids.
Yeah, right. I can't do anything. Like that. Sorry, kids, not gonna happen. You'd be lucky to get like a non-burnt pancake from me. That's kind of.
All right, you guys, we have another look at the Oscars fan experience. Take a look at this.
Right now, we're in the bleachers just getting ready, and we are at the Oscar fan experience, and these are a bunch of VIP people, readers. So they are here. They're a little bit chilly because they were not prepared for Antarctic weather in Los Angeles, but they're very excited, and they're gonna scream especially loud, I think, when Emma Stone comes in, so that'll be deafening and terrible.
There is definitely going to be some deafening screaming throughout the night.
Yes, a lot of interaction on Facebook, so thank you so much for the comments. Walil says, award of excellence for Jackie Chan. He's a big Jackie Chan fan for sure. And Andrea Parit also says, OMG Jackie Chan. And then we have a lot of people. Rosalind says, Bill Paxton, rest in peace. So a lot of love for him as well. Thank you for all your comments.
Check this out. Look at Terrence.
Yes.
Rocking it. Is that a robe?
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Is he Papa Lion right here?
Smoking jacket. Yeah.
It's a little interesting.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's just his thing. I think he's in character right now.
Yeah, totally in character.
The Empire is here.
Yeah.
It has a right. Talk about him for a little bit in terms of just such an incredible career. I like to see that he's had this sort of another wave with Empire. Him, Taraji, they've kind of been riding this thing together, and you just get a sense that they've got a really good relationship, and he's really there to support her, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
He's
Sorry,
great.
go ahead.
No. I was just going to say he's great. You know, like you said, Jeremy, he definitely has had a very extensive, great career, and I love he's in full. I'm spacing on his name from Empire, but he's in full
Lion.
Oh, another lion.
Yeah, but
right now.
Lucius Lion. Wow.
Yeah.
He's
in full Lucius
look at
Lion
Kirsten
mode
Dunst.
tonight.
Oh my gosh. This is another great corseted dress. Just the fit is just incredible.
And another
her
black
hair
dress
looks
as well.
really
Is this
cute.
going to maybe be
Or
a
dark.
trend we're going to see?
We thought it was going to be white dresses. Now we think it's
it's all dark.
black dresses. We saw a red dress.
Oh, and I like
What is going to happen?
I like the necklace as well.
I like that we're going for these kind of retro silhouettes.
Everything.
These just really kind of feminine, figure-flattering gowns that are just clearly impeccably made.
I'm impressed with her that she was inspired by the Andrea Belke updo.
Yeah,
She must have seen
I
this.
think she was tuning in right before
Saw
she
this
walked,
and
and like
then,
had her stylist like quick redo it.
Locked it in. Yeah, definitely. She's got a lot. Can we go back really quickly? We were speaking about Jimmy
Sorry.
Kimmel. And one of the one of the interesting things that we'll see if it continues is his feud with Matt Damon.
That's what I'm hoping for.
There's got to be.
round.
It's the Oscars. There's got to be another round of Matt Damon feud in there with Kimmel.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I love all of that. I think it's so funny. They've done a really great job of teasing it out. I feel like, and like Jimmy put up an Instagram this week where he was drawing like a mustache on Matt Damon's seat filler. Seat. And it's just like, man, and Matt is a nominee this year as a producer for Manchester by the Sea. So that's
How could it not
And then Jimmy will probably rag him for that too. I'm very excited for that. I think it's gonna be great.
All right, let's talk about animated feature, shall we?
Absolutely.
Love animated.
They're getting excited.
Very excited.
Just right out the gate, who you rooting for here?
Zootopia.
Okay. Is it because it's the hands down winner or because you loved it?
Oh, both.
Okay.
I thought it was utterly delightful and unexpected, and Jason Bateman as the Wily Fox in Zootopia was hilarious. So.
Chris?
I'm going to go against Mary again and say Moana just because I love Lin-Manuel Miranda and I think that is a great musical. And, I think Zootopia is the favorite, but I'm all in on Moana. I thought it was so great. People really liked it. And again, it's got, more than one nomination, which helps because it's got the original song nomination. I'm just like, I love it. I'm in.
Yeah. Where does Kubo and the Two Strings, or Kubo and Two Strings, where does that fall into interest among Academy voters? Is do you think there's interest there because it's a little more like, this isn't like a mainstream Disney movie, this is sort of this arty kind of thing? And
well, in a way, it's almost like the year that Coraline was nominated.
Right.
I mean, it's on that level of nomination. High-minded. It was a very good movie. It didn't make all the money the way Moana and Zootopia did, but it was really good.
If Moana would win animated feature, does that tell us anything about where it's going to go when it comes to the song and who wins for the song?
I don't know.
No?
I mean, I know you love How Far I'll Go, but I still think La La Land's going to win. I guess you could argue there's two La La Land songs, so if people can't pick which one they want, it splits the votes, and then Lynn kind of jumps in there with How Far I'll Go.
We'll see. Vince Vaughn making his way down, the Hacksaw Ridge star, of course. He had an interesting turn for him in Hacksaw Ridge. Obviously, Vince Vaughn, my problem is whenever I watch him, whether it's serious or whatever, I just feel like he's funny. But anyway, we'll get to him in a second. Right now, let's go back to the carpet.
Hi. Hi, we're here with Viggo Mortensen. Very exciting night for you. What does it feel like to be nominated for an Oscar?
Well, it's my second time. This time I'm particularly proud because it was a wonderful collective effort. I know I'm representing not only the six great young actors who played my kids in the movie, but Matt Ross and everybody who helped him tell what is a really beautiful story.
When you got the script, this was a film that really took a second to be discovered. People found the movie and they championed it. Did you know that this performance was going to get this kind of attention?
No. I mean, we first showed the movie to the public a long time ago, Sundance last year, over a year ago. And if you'd said to me then, this movie's going to get an Oscar nomination, I would have said, not likely. It's very rare that little movies like this, by little I mean independent movies that don't have a big budget to promote, to run ads on TV and so forth. It doesn't happen very often. Every once in a while one sneaks through. I'm glad it was ours, we got lucky.
Well, we're glad that you made it, and we're glad you're here tonight. I know this is is this your thing? Do you like this kind of thing?
No, I wouldn't go to the Oscars, even if I was invited, if I wasn't nominated. It would seem weird.
Well, here you are, nominated, and I hope you have a good time. Thank you so much, Viggo.
Very happy. Thank you.
Well, there you go. From the Kingdom of Gondor to Captain Fantastic.
Yes! Very good, JD. And we were saying he's leaning into the gray, and he's looking good. Chris Rosen with the fashion right there.
I like that. Yeah. Silver fox there.
Yeah. Ladies, when it comes to fashion, do we like the silver foxes that go full silver fox?
Of course. Yeah, embrace it.
Yeah.
Embrace it. Yeah.
And how about the three-piece, including the vest? We go for that? I think we had that. Am I crazy?
Oh, I thought it looked great from head to toe.
Yeah.
We saw
Can't argue that.
Yeah, we saw couple dresses on there. I think it was Octavia Spencer with the feather on the bottom.
And it
What do you
looks like
think of that trend, the feathers on the bottom of the dress?
We've seen that a couple times.
It's pretty
pretty. It's pretty. I mean, I love that the dress also has pockets. I'm just obsessed with the dress with a pocket. But I think she looks gorgeous in it, and it balances out that it's not feathers all the way down. So I like the feathers.
A little less dramatic than the feathers from Cher that we saw earlier from 19. What it was in 26.
Down version.
Lola in LA on the red carpet with another star. Take it away, Lola.
Oh, hi,
I am here with this stunning Haley Steinfeld. You look incredible.
Thank you.
Please talk to me about this dress. What made you decide to choose this one this evening? You look exquisite.
Thank you so much. There wasn't much deciding. It was kind of just, it was the one from the very start. So thank you.
You put it on and you instantly knew.
It was the only one I tried on. It's Ralph and Rousseau, and my favorite dress this season.
And who is it by?
Ralph and Rousseau.
Rousseau. Now, when you're walking down the red carpet, what's going through your mind? How do you focus, or how do you make sure that you don't get nervous? How does that work?
Oh my God, you don't. You just, I mean, I don't know how to handle that. This is only my second time here, and I'm like freaking out.
Now, compare this time to your last time here.
Oh my goodness. It was 6 years ago, and all I remember was this being the biggest carpet I'd ever been on and ever seen, and just feeling like the room was massive. So I don't know, maybe it'll feel a little smaller this year, maybe it won't, we'll see.
And you're a baby then. So. Well, it's great seeing you. You're all grown up. You look fabulous. Have a wonderful evening. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Even more exquisite up close.
Stunning, and speechless.
I love that. Lola's just fangirling a little bit.
She is,
all
right?
That beauty.
Right? So Mary Green fangirling too for a different reason. Mary, go ahead.
Absolutely. Haley is starring in one of my most anticipated films of 2017, Pitch Perfect 3.
Oh, yeah.
And not only yours, just one of the most anticipated of the year, I think. We can just go ahead and say that. So that's really great stuff.
Okay,
Is this,
I'm the only one
David
drinking it.
Oyelowo has arrived. No, you're allowed to.
Somebody
You're allowed
else
to have
should.
it.
Catherine, I have to leave work
Look, you're not the only one. I've been taking sips.
And JD is live as another guest. Hey, JD.
Hi, I am here with one of the biggest stars of 2016, 2017, 2018. Lin-Manuel Miranda and his mother are here on the red carpet. Are you excited about Moana tonight?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. You know, I'm participating in the number, but the star is Auli'i, and she's so incredible. Listen to the crowd screaming her name, and I can't wait for you guys to see her perform.
Well, I just think that we really want to turn our attention to your mother now and ask a couple of important questions. Did you know, starting out, that he had this in him?
From the time he was tiny, he was really special. I knew that he would be here one day, and I told him, I'm going to be with you.
Wouldn't it be disappointing if your mother said, I just never saw anything like this happening?
That sure would be.
That would really be a crushing moment, wouldn't it?
She's like, honestly, I am as shocked as you are.
Who is this kid? Anyway, so talk a little bit about, politically, this is an interesting moment for you. Hamilton, obviously, capturing the attention of the country. And now we're in this interesting political moment. Do you want to write another sort of political musical? Do you think that you've got other history to tell?
I don't know. I didn't know anything about American history before I started writing Hamilton. I was just really inspired by Hamilton's life, and in writing that, learned a lot I'd never learned before. I think your job as an artist is to chase your inspiration wherever it leads you. So I'm waiting to fall in love again, and then that'll be my next show.
Well, you're making history tonight, and we really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. Great seeing you. Well, there you go. We'll see what he comes up with next.
Yeah, well, we are all waiting.
at all.
No pressure at all. Very interesting. But on the flip side,
musical about this mother, perhaps.
Yes.
And her love for Gilmore Girls is binging on the way over here, apparently.
That's
According to
right.
Twitter.
According to Twitter.
Because I know what's going on the interwebs. What I do.
On the flip side, my mom has always said I'm really special, and I will never do anything near what that man has done. So it could go either way.
A lot of love for Lin-Manuel on Facebook. So you guys, thanks for your comments. Also, Allie says Haley looks amazing. It's perfect for her age, yet grown up.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree with that.
That's really good.
Because I feel like that's a fine line too. Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So we're seeing obviously more stars, and as we get closer and closer to the show, guys, we're going to see more of those nominees make their way down the carpet and dazzle us with what they're wearing. Okay, on the spot. Favorite look so far?
Ooh, Ruth Negga.
Goodness, Ruth Negga. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
red,
love it. The
the
red.
hair,
I
the
mean, I haven't
headpiece.
seen too much red. I predicted red was going to be
I
trending.
know. So far,
Haven't
no.
seen too much of that.
Totally
no.
wrong.
But totally wrong.
Sure.
But
Catherine?
I love it.
Oh, Kirsten Dunst. I mean, I just loved both Kirsten Dunst and Taraji's just hourglass. silhouettes. I'm just obsessed with that, and I can't wait to learn more about those dresses as soon as I leave here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love those dresses. I really like Chrissy Teigen. I think she really brought it as well with that shimmery look.
For sure.
Can I talk about what I love? Star Wars Rogue One, and we haven't talked about it once, but I want to right here. Visual effects. Okay, can we break into this just a little bit?
That was a great segue.
Was it?
Really good.
It's just so many times I can talk about some like V-neck or the feathers. Can we talk about Rogue One?
Yeah, okay.
So visual effects, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story is nominated along with The Jungle Book, Doctor Strange, Deepwater Horizon, and Kubo and the Two Strings. I just want to talk about that mainly because obviously this is a really interesting palette of films that have very different looks, very different visual feats. Chris, Rosen, what's your favorite?
I'll make you happy and go Star Wars Rogue One.
Thank you.
Just because, I mean, while it was a controversial move maybe to recreate Peter Cushing, they did it.
A lot of flack.
A lot of people, I think if you didn't know who he was at the time, like if you were a younger viewer, you would actually believe that was a real person instead of a CGI recreation. For those who don't know, in Star Wars, Peter Cushing played Moff Tarkin. He died 20 years ago, but he's in this new movie because they recreated him with technology.
And you're exactly right. I think it's the people, it's like the diehard tried and trues that were sort of super dialed into those original when he originally appeared that didn't like it. Otherwise, nobody even batted an eye. The younger audience, which is who they want anyway.
So I would say Rogue One just based on that. Mary,
and there's a lot of fanboys in that voting audience as well.
Wait, I have to say, just really quickly, we're seeing Jessica Biel and JT on the carpet. We saw her working out before. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah, they're
gold. Another gold. No, that's fine. We can, for them, we can go back.
You know what? We haven't seen a ton of plunging necklines.
Yeah.
We're seeing kind of these slightly higher neck, more like demure.
And this really
neckline.
slicked.
They're amazing. Also amazing, the cast of Moonlight, who Lola has live right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Lola.
Hey.
Actually, Barry, can you switch sides and put you?
Barry.
No. Rearranging a little bit. There we go. There we go.
They're rearranging. Okay, now we're ready to go. Barry Jenkins and the cast of Moonlight. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
So what is this moment like for you? If you win tonight, you'll be the first Black director in history to win an Oscar. What is going through your mind at that prospect?
Oh, I mean, it's cool. I'm already a winner. And also, too, being the first anything at this point is bittersweet because there have been other Black directors who've made work that was good enough to be awarded an Academy Award. So it's bittersweet in a certain way. I don't think there's anything special about me.
Now, this movie was made on a shoestring budget, shot in less than a month. I mean, Naomi Harris had to shoot her scenes in 3 days. The odds were stacked against you, and yet you're here. You've been the darlings of the award season. You've swept every category. Did you have any idea that this movie would resonate with people and be this huge?
I never thought about whether the movie was going to be huge or anything like that. I just tried to watch these young men, and make sure I was giving them what they needed to be fully present in the making of the film. I think the reason why the movie's been successful is because these guys just gave their full selves when they were working.
There's been a lot of talk about the lack of diversity in Hollywood. Your film addresses that in a way, but can you tell me, do you think that things have gotten better? Do you think that your film is indicative of the fact that things are getting better in Hollywood? Are you worried that this is just a fluke and things may go back to being as lacking in diversity as they once were?
I don't know. I try to take that stuff off the table. I think I'm glad to be at an award season this year where I think that films that are nominated reflect the industry I work in and the world I live in. And I think going forward, hopefully they will continue to reflect those things. Good or better, take it off the table. Let's just keep reflecting the world we live in and the industry we work in. Because look at these faces, bro. Look all around you. Look at all these beautiful people.
Good luck this evening. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm wishing you guys a whole bunch of luck. Good luck, guys. Great seeing you. You look very dapper, by the way. Thank you so much for being here.
Killers all over.
Hello.
I love it. Thank you.
You want to give me a big moonlight? Say moonlight! Moonlight!
I stay behind the camera. They do all the talking.
They do all the talking.
Man, thank you, Lola. You really get the sense they're having so much fun. And Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel having a ton of fun. Catherine Cass, tell us about this dress.
Oh, this is Kaufman Franco, which I just learned from Jessica's Instagram. And Jeremy, you were right to ask about what was going on the neckline because it looks like that is actually a necklace. It doesn't. It might be. I think it's a Tiffany necklace, but it looks like it might not even be part of the dress. You're right. It could be a choker / necklace.
You're welcome, everyone.
Do you like that necklace, if it is a necklace, over the dress? Like
that? I mean, well, I think her stylist Robin Mariel actually also styled Haley Steinfeld's look, and I think that you can kind of see the layering ideas in both of those looks, and I feel like on Jessica, it's really, I mean, I was going to say ballsy. Is that like a thing that
You
people
can say it. Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
really, you know, to kind of layer gold over gold, a dress that looks like a natural accessory, and to give it something else is just like really going all out, which I appreciate at the Oscars.
What do we think? There was some chatter about JT's haircut. If we can break that down, we got the high and tight.
I missed it. I was not looking at that. I was
It's
looking at
Shaved up the top, then short on the top.
Yeah.
Maybe it was mainly Chris Rogan. Okay, well listen, Catherine, Nikia, Chris, and Mary. Nakia, what did I say wrong, Nakia? What's wrong with me, guys? We're late into the night here. Thank you guys for joining us. It's really appreciate all that you've done for us here tonight, discussing all things Oscars. We even got Rogue One in there, or Star Wars story. Let's check in one more time with JD and Lola in LA. Guys, this has been fantastic, and it's just heating up there for you.
Well, it's been kind of an amazing night, wouldn't you say?
It's been incredible, and it's just beginning. So I'm so excited to be here.
I mean, it just keeps going and going. We're like swept up in an avalanche of celebrity.
That's fantastic. We've seen people come down the carpet. Pharrell just walked by you guys. You didn't even notice. You didn't even notice. Pharrell was walking by while you were just wasting your time here with us.
I'm not happy about that at all.
We enjoyed it though.
Guys, from your perspective, we've got to wrap up here, but tell us your favorite standout of the night.
What was your favorite moment?
I love the Moonlight Boys. I just think they're so adorable, and they really do have a Cinderella story. So I was really happy to see Barry Jenkins. Ruth Negga looked exquisite. Lee Steinfeld looked exquisite. Everybody's even more beautiful in real life if you can imagine that. So I love everything.
Yeah,
Not a bad moment at all.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree. I mean, the thing about the Academy Awards is no matter how jaded you are, no matter how cynical, when you step out here on this red carpet, if you're a performer or a filmmaker, a writer, it's just endlessly exciting, and people really feel touched and honored to be part of it.
That's
And JD also got Hamilton tickets.
Yeah, I got a lifetime supply.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I'll be
I'm going to be a
scalping
plus
them
one
at
at some
work.
point in the
Thanks,
future,
guys.
JD. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
JD and Lola for being with us
Thanks,
tonight
guys.
from the Dolby Theater. To everyone watching, don't forget to check out Lola on Entertainment Weekly, the show on Penn. And if you're a fan of fashion, head back to Penn tomorrow for our red carpet fashion wrap-up. Download Penn on your favorite device or go to people.com/Penn to see it. And Andrew and I on People Now tomorrow morning, live, wrapping up everything that you see tonight.
And thank you for watching with us all night long. One more big thank you to I Love, our official sponsor for the evening.
So much more coverage ahead with these I Love shades. Stay with us all night for the biggest news. Check back tomorrow for even more on winners and losers and the parties and everything else. Not losers, we're just going to talk about the winners and celebration that's going on. Here we go.
Wow, I did
Bye,
feel really
guys.
cool.
Have a great night. Cheers, everyone. Happy Oscars.
The night is still beginning.